Man, sometimes I hate this game. Instead of just allowing us to have things go the way they probably should, it finds a way to mess everything up. So, had to reset, and now have to go through the entire season again and just get everybody where they're supposed to be. Record wise, we've gotten everything that we're gonna need. And I'm cool with that. The only thing I need to change, really, I'm not gonna look for that. I gotta try and put all this stuff back. If I can manage to put stuff back, I think we'll be fine. I mean, they are desperately looking for that, so 1 star and a 3. 2 1 stars and a 3. A 3. I mean, no. No. Where do we want to go? Yeah, with the way this is going. Yes, you come on. I think we need a couple 1 stars. So I'm going to go look at. I'll do wide receiver in corner really quick. You will be national. You will be northeast. You will be southeast. That means I need a central. I'm trying to just get this part done, and then we'll be able to go through everything else and be just fine. No, not gonna need safety, I don't think. We'll bring tight ends and D ends because of the way all this stuff changes. It could be anywhere from re-signing all of our players that we were able to not re-signing anybody. Which I'm gonna see if I can get that done. Because if I can get that done, then all we're really gonna do is look at the draft class. So before we do anything else, they should let us know. We gotta go week 3. So right now, what I need to do is get him to be a scheme fit. And what I'm gonna do is I'm probably just gonna bring back Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Cameron Curl, and probably Kendall Fuller. And I think I'm gonna let everybody walk like I did before. That's probably how this is gonna go. Because not too many other people are interested, and then I'm gonna pick up Davis's 5th-year option. After that, whatever happens, happens. I'm gonna just go week to week, kind of check out some stuff. Whatever happens will happen. So hopefully it goes for the best. Hopefully they're able to actually, they'll have a decent enough season. But whatever happens from here on, because I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna just cheese this really quick, just to get that extra. Because in year 1 we made the playoffs, so why not? We're gonna skip that for now. We're gonna go week 1. I'm literally going just to check for the draft class every couple of weeks and just hit these little stories that pop up to try and get them to be fine. Okay, he didn't get to do his thing, which sucks. So the can't break out for Davis is no longer there. I'm gonna do this. I want to auto update them, so I don't have to do too much while we're here. Where is it? Auto progress players. We'll turn that on. We'll turn it off when we get to the off season. Hopefully I can get to the off season within the next 10ish minutes. You know what? Mid-season. We're gonna get halfway. We'll take a look at the draft class. See who it is that we can actually get, because we're gonna end up needing some people. Since Madden did what it did, and now I had to restart everything. But I was able to reset everything with, well, in general I was able to reset everything, so not too much of a loss. so I'll take it. Okay. So, about halfway through the season, we were 5-2 at this point. Everything still looks about right. Yards, can't do anything about that. But I want to see how have the players been developing for us in the first half of the season. And you still start Jacoby Brissett. God damn it, I turned that off so we would literally have Sam Howell be the starter. I set all this up and they still go and they do it. It's like the biggest concern was just I want him to progress as much as possible so we can just roll into next season as close as we can be. I don't know why Charles is starting when you have Sam Cosmi who needs to play, because Cosmi's in that right guard. We're going to need a tackle. We're going to need a left guard in general. We might just let Cosmi stay left guard and hopefully Stormberg. So we're going to need a tackle, a center. Just based on this, if we can't get Montez Sweat, as in if he does not come and become a speed rusher, then we're going to end up losing him. We're going to have to re-sign. We're going to have to sign somebody else. So we need tackle. Well, we need offensive line. We're probably going to end up needing defensive line. And we very well are going to need some linebackers. So we know where we're going with this stuff. Once we get to the offseason, it's going to be like brand new based on everything that's happened. At this point, we were slated back around like the 25th-ish pick. Well, so they're saying we should go get this right guard. In the second mock draft, they're going to throw a QB out there. We're not going for it. I was going to give Sam Howell one more chance. But players should. We're probably going to end up going into this blind, if I'm honest. I don't think there's that much. Still, just QB just has to be the most scouted thing that we have. Okay, so the positions that I'm going to be looking at mostly are going to end up being guard, center, guard. Not terribly deep, but it's there. Tackles. I think we can get something out of the tackle class. That's literally once we get to the offseason, that's where I'm going to spend a lot of the time. Is just looking at the draft class. And we quite literally can just do the offseason, do the draft, get into year 2, finish this thing up, and be just fine. Linebacker. This is about to, like, I had to do this twice because originally I was like, oh yeah, I've seen something about the draft class bug. I was like, I had one. I didn't know which one was getting referenced because they said everybody looks the same. That's the one I had. And then I get the draft class back and it went to the different one. Because originally it was just everybody looked the same. And then it was everybody's body type looks exactly the same. Then it went back to everybody just looks the same. So here we are. We just use some random generated draft class to try and see what we can do there. So let's see. It's about where we're gonna be for a second, which kind of sucks. Let me get one more thing, and then I will sim basically the rest of the season, and we're just going to get into the offseason, and we're going to make the best of this situation. Okay. So at this point, we were going to go take on the Eagles for the second time, if I'm correct, and we did not win. But we did make it in the playoffs, even though we went on a 3-game losing streak where Sam Howell couldn't go a game without throwing an interception, which is something that I found absolutely it sucked at the very end, but it is something that probably had to happen. So can't be too mad at it. I'm somewhat glad I don't do this stuff offline either. Hey, what's up, Dad? I'm glad I don't do this stuff online because once it saves itself, it saves itself. At least offline, I can go back to a certain point. But after resetting everything, I can only reset one more thing. I'm gonna let the chips fall where they may. Well, I gotta reset 2 things really. We did win the playoff game against the Lions, and then we ended up losing against the Cowboys. But for the most part, I think I got everything set up. I'm not going to change anybody else's games except for the 2 that we played. After which, whatever happens, happens. And then we'll get started with the offseason. We'll go through everything, and we're going to make it work. So, before we do anything else, let's go look at our schedule and give ourselves this dub against the Cowboys. The Lions. Wow, I really said Cowboys. But we ended up walking into Detroit. We got that dub, so we'll take that. Let me get the story done. Because once this stuff gets finished, we have the off season. Yeah, we're going to be cheeky. We're just going to guarantee the win because we kind of did. Oh, they'll have all that stuff. That sucks. They're still going to lose. That sucks. I almost feel bad for him. Okay, and then just finishing this stuff. Yes, congratulations. We got our first playoff win for this franchise since 2005. We've been in the playoffs the first time since 2020. Now we're going to go and we're going to set the loss. So Cowboys get the home win. Would have loved for the score to have been 31-7. That would have made things so much easier. That could have made things way better. Okay. And now we get to where the season ended for us. We lost to the Cowboys. And that was our season right there. So now we're back where everything should have been. Which makes things... As long as that... I'm saving it now. As long as that draft class don't reset, I got another file saved, ready to go in case it does. I'll cry and then I'll fix it. But we got something. It's good to go. All right. So it's Cowboys and Philly, along with Baltimore and Cincinnati. And that's the first change. Was that I can't even look. The first change after letting the game do what it's going to do is, and I'll go ahead and tell you guys, it was that, who was it? Jacksonville had actually beaten the Bengals the first time around when I was doing this, trying to get everything set up. They then, what is it? I think they then went to go play the Ravens. They either played I think they played the Ravens. No, they played the Bills. Beat the crap out the Bills, then played the Ravens, ended up beating them, and then went to the Super Bowl. And the Cowboys went all the way to the Super Bowl. No, the Cowboys lost in the NFC Championship game against the 49ers. But 49ers got beat by the Eagles again. So now it's Cowboys and Eagles, Ravens and Bengals. So the East versus the North. How did this happen? I would sim it to the point where we make sure that the Cowboys don't win, but that's not going to change anything. I'm just trying to get the stuff correct. Originally in the Pro Bowl, I think we really only had Terry McLaurin. We had Terry McLaurin, Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, and I want to say either Chase Young or Montez Sweat make it. So how close are we to that with the sim engine here? Terry McLaurin makes it as wide receiver 3. We'll take that. We don't get a tight end. We will not have any offensive linemen. Defensive wise, no D linemen. Linebackers, none. Corners, nothing. Nope, we got Cameron Curl at safety. So Cameron Curl had himself a good season. So we got 2 Pro Bowlers to start off. 3 because Antonio Gibson had a punt return touchdown. So we got 3 here. Now we're gonna go ahead and get to our staff week and everything, and then we're gonna get to the point where we can re-sign. I'm gonna re-sign the same players I had re-signed before, and I'm gonna let everybody else end up going. So should have had 3D linemen, honestly. Payne, Allen, and I'll give it to Montez Sweat because I don't know if Chase Young popped off as much in the sack department because that's what the defensive ends get graded on here. But hey, Pro Bowl snubs, can't help that. So Super Bowl is going to be Eagles versus Bengals. I'll give it a second. What are we thinking? Eagles or Bengals? I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna call Bengals. I think the Bengals will be our Super Bowl champion for year 1. And it's kind of a bold pick right now. But that's who I want to roll with, and I'm gonna stick with it. Oh, we're going. You picking Eagles? Let's see. Eagles beat the Falcons, 49ers. Oh, geez, they put 40 on the Cowboys. Bengals beat Jags, Bills, Ravens. I don't know. I guess the Bengals might have had an easier role. All right. Let's see. And year 1's Super Bowl champion is if this will speed up. Let's go see. Season recap. Your Super Bowl champion is the Bengals. Give it to me. 23-point victory. Oh yeah, we also got snubbed for Rookie of the Year. Don't boo. But Joe Mixon is your Super Bowl MVP. The Bengals finally get their first Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts was MVP. Yeah, that's why they lost. 'Cause MVPs don't win Super Bowls. Coach of the Year was Mike McCarthy. Jalen Hurts was your Offensive Player of the Year. Micah Parsons, Offensive Rookie and Defensive Rookie of the Years are Josh Downs and Devon Witherspoon. But before we change anything and really look at stuff, we'll give one upgrade to all the players and let them upgrade themselves. We're going to turn off auto progress, and we're going to see if we can get the re-signings back that we had before. If not, we're going to wing it, and we're going to make this thing work. So let me go turn that off real quick. All right. So based on last season, don't pay attention to the ranks that's there now. I'm still trying to do everything based off last season. Last season, we had one of the worst defenses through all the games, and it was mainly passing defense. Run defense was fantastic, but it was passing defense. Do we give this defensive coordinator another shot, or do we let him go and try to find somebody else? What is the move there when it comes to our defensive coordinator? Because offensively, the team was able to put up tons of points. They had like a #1 offense at one point. They were top 5 in rushing and passing, and that's with all those turnovers. What do you think? Defense coordinator gets another chance? One more year? Or do we let him go? This is going to be such a fun offseason. I already know it. What do I want to upgrade while that's getting said? Yeah, we'll throw that. I mean, if I'm doing everything the way I did it, where it's based off last season, I'm probably gonna end up letting the defense coordinator go. Just upgrade this a little bit. Try and help ourselves. All right. So because of the way things had went last season, I'm gonna let him go. And in order to find our new defensive coordinator, which if I go to something that I think I realized was a lot of the head coaches, like Sean McVay ended up getting fired and he went to the Ravens to go be their offensive coordinator. So that's just something to look at. But the defenses that we can run, we can either stay as a 4-3, flip to a 3-4. I kind of want to stay as a 4-3. I didn't see a problem with our line up front. I think it was more the back end. But Sammy Rios, who story-wise, linebacker coach for Buffalo, looking to be a defense coordinator, runs 4-3 quarters. We can run that. I'm looking at just the 4-3 guys for now. We got the defensive line coach from the Saints, who is looking to be a DC. Would be nice to run that Saints defense, as I think they have a good defense. And there's Adam Rodgers trying to come back. So that's 2 4-3 guys. Or we really flip this thing on its head and we bring in a 3-4 defense and we just flip everything. Then that's all the way unpredictable and we're gonna have to change everything. So the question is 4-3, 4-3, or 3-4 defense for year 2. Where do we go with this? Because figuring that out is going to determine everything. We'll change the positions right here and now if we need to. But where do we go? If I'm thinking about it, it'd be easier to stay 4-3. But if we go 3-4, not only does that change everything, I feel like it brings that. Like when it changes stuff, it brings an element of surprise. Oh, we got a linebacker coach from Pittsburgh trying to come down here, looking to be a defensive coordinator. I ain't gonna lie, that Pittsburgh defense is never terrible. I would not mind it one bit. Oh, that's tempting. 4-3? All right. So now the question is, do we want to run New Orleans defense or do we want Buffalo's defense? Do we want the Buffalo linebacker coach or do we want the New Orleans defensive line coach to come in here? That's going to determine our defensive scheme. Offense, for the most part, that's going to be more of a just practice. Defense, I think, is more scheme and how we're going to be able to stop people. I wish I could like sort them to only show the 4-3 guys because there's only 2 of them. Not gonna lie, that New Orleans defense, Buffalo defense it is. Come on over here, Sammy Rios. You are our new defensive coordinator. We're expecting great things from you. We'll give you 2 years to figure it out. You got to turn this thing around. We had the worst passing defense in the league last year. I will accept nothing below 16. You got to have that top half of the passing defenses. Run defense should stay the same. You're going to have damn near the same pieces. It's the pass defense I'm worried about, man. I'm expecting a lot out of you, Sammy. I'm expecting a lot out of you, man. So how does that set our stuff up? Because that changes scheme, which could very well affect who gets re-signed. So it changed to a 4-3 quarters and to Buffalo's playbook. Excuse me. So let's go see how much does this change scheme-wise in the defense to see who has a better chance of staying. Low key, doesn't look like it changed too much. We're 81% fit, which is good. Okay, that didn't change too bad. So we might be able to get these players. But we do bring in a new defensive coordinator to try and change things up. Retirements, we're going to look at everybody, but I need to see us first. We got nobody retiring, which is good. That starts us off. Now we can see where we want to go. But to start off, Jimmy Ward, Case Keenum, and Jerry Hughes from the Texans are gone. Tom Compton, Matt Paradise. Nick Falk, put your motherfucking head back down. And Danico Autry retire from the Titans. Patrick Peterson finally lets go. Andy Lee. Al Woods, Casey Hayward. Taysom Hill finally says, I'm going to call it quits. Josh Johnson, Kevin Zeitler, Brent Urban. So we're missing some pretty good players that probably could have hit free agency that we could have snagged. Lawrence Guy. Cody Davis finally retired. I know my dad remembers this. He might not remember the player, but I remembers this. You would think it was like Madden, I want to say 15. It was the year Todd Gurley came into the league. It was that Madden. And I remember it was him and Trey Mason on the same team. And I was trying to figure out, okay, who else is going to make this defense? And Cody Davis that came down on a kick return and lit the returner up. Picked up the ball, scored, and my dad goes, and I quote, well, that guy's got to make the team, right? And I did everything in my power to make sure that guy, Cody Davis, ended up making the team. It's all fuzzy. I know you remember some of it. Because I was like, wow. And then the very next year, we did the Chargers, who had went like 0-16. And Phillip Rivers wanted a massive payday, and we let him walk and drafted a QB at number 1, and then went to like 4 Super Bowls in a row. Trent Williams retires. Tyrod Taylor retires. Calais Campbell from the Falcons goes. Kelsey and Brandon Graham go. Oh, the screen's fuzzy. Let me see. Back out and come back in because everything on this end says it's good. It says the connection and everything is still going really strong. Oh man, Stephon Gilmore retired. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted to resign. I was gonna try and snag him because I saw he was gonna hit free agency. Levante David retires. Wow. There's no way the screen should be fuzzy right now. Holy crap. Okay, I see it now. Yeah, I see it now. Hang on. Can I fix that to make things a little bit easier? did the screen go fuzzy? That's a new one. I'm gonna reset something on my end before I continue because that's actually a new one that hasn't happened. How? The screen's fuzzy. Ain't that something? That's actually like upsetting. So what I know for a fact is gonna happen here is I know in the recording at least it's not fuzzy. On here it's fuzzy. I can fix it in post, but I can't fix it on stream. And it just went unfuzzy. Are you? I'm gonna just keep this pulled up and just keep an eye on it. Cause on mine it just got unfuzzy. Is it any better? Looked at it about 3 times and it went back to being fuzzy. It fixed itself and then went back to being fuzzy. What's the... It's got to be a few things. It has to be the quality that's being ran too. Okay, so on my end, I can't do anything about it yet. I can fix it in post for sure. So when this gets actually uploaded, I will fix it for sure. I'll go through because it's showing pretty clear right now. What I can do is at least tell y'all what's going on for the most part and just be very, very detail oriented on this. So that's what I'll do my best to do. And if I'm gonna keep an eye on the chat, I got it pulled up. Any questions, I'll answer as quickly as I can. But let me see. Von Miller retires, and so does Melvin Ingram. Kareem Jackson, Murray, Mansworth ends up retiring. And that dropped quick. Jerick McKinnon goes. Greg Van Roten goes. John Jenkins, Jimmy Graham, Jason Peters. All the people that I grew up watching are starting to go. Jason Ferret, Ndamukong Suh, Andre Roberts, Tyson Alualu, Chase Daniels, Rex Burkhead, T.Y. Hilton, Xavier Rhodes. Pete Carroll finally calls it quits as a head coach. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. There was a few people that I was like, wow, I could make something out of this if they don't retire. I'm like, I just need y'all for one season. And that would have been, like, low-key, I was looking at Levante David, giving him, like, a contract and then drafting somebody. Stephon Gilmore, just to try and help out, be more of a mentoring role. Maybe Brandon Graham, because he was looking like he wanted to leave. That changes something. That changes some things. So that's fun. That's here's the fun part. Now, hopefully we can get the players that I re-signed earlier to actually be able to re-sign. Because if we can get that, I think we're set. If we can't, then oh boy, is it gonna be an off season. So before we look at the mock draft to see what they think we should draft, there's Chase Young. Montez Sweat ain't interested. Damn it. We're gonna need a new defensive end, another pass rusher, guys. Cameron Curl's interested, so is Kendall Fuller. Those are the main four that I was able to. We're just gonna go ahead and pick up this option. 5th-year option. We don't have to worry about his contract for at least another season, so we're gonna do that. And Curtis Samuel, I had let walk because I was gonna give Diami Brown more of a chance here. and that just is it's the way I was thinking. But Cody Barton, our starting middle linebacker, he's not interested, so I'm gonna just retract that negotiation. Jacoby Brissett's not interested. We're gonna go ahead and withdraw that one. He's not interested, and I also wasn't interested in Byron Pringle, Jabril Cox. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and withdraw all the ones. Nah, I'm not gonna do that because then I might end up losing somebody that could back somebody up. David Mayo, I wasn't interested in. I remember that one. Make SW. SW. What's SW? I'm trying to remember what SW is. Oh. Alright, I'll give you a second to retype that one. Make Sweat an offer. Oh, okay. So, we got one chance at this. Why not? Let's see what we can do. But just, he's uninterested because the scheme is not a fit. He's interested in the Super Bowl. We're a playoff contender, so he's interested in that, and he values financials. We might be able to just wing this and give him a good amount of money. What do you think? He wants 63.8 mil. Do you think a 70 mil deal will get it done? He wants 63. Wait. Okay, I'm not touching nothing. I'm waiting. Because we gotta sign Sweat and Chase Young. We got 99 million in cap room. What are we working with here? What are we working with? Because we still gotta look at the draft class and see where we're gonna go with this stuff too. There's so much to look at. And now the fun part, how are we gonna get this team better? $65? $65 million right now is what this? That'd be 21 a year. I can go 65-7, or I can do 60-65. I can do 3 versions of 65. Damn, never mind. I'm gonna throw this one his way. I'm gonna throw 65 his way. I'm gonna throw 65-7 and see what he says. If he comes back, great. At 20 million a year for Montez Sweat. You still saying never mind, or you want to see if he takes it? I'm all for it to see. We could take him till he's 30 years old. Give him 20 million this year, 21 and 23. Do we make this offer? Do we try to keep him? He was balling. We're gonna make the offer. We'll make the offer at 65. If he doesn't take it, we might try to get him in free agency. We might try to just get him back. Let's see if he takes it. Survey says, thanks for the offer, but I'm just not interested in signing. He does not want to be here right now. Says he can go get that He says he can go get that somewhere else. There still is one option. A franchise tag gives him 21.5. Fuck him. Nah, because I read that exactly how you typed it. Alright, so the other 3 that are really interested right now are Chase Young, Cameron Curl, Kendall Fuller. Chase Young, Cameron Curl at 25, Fuller's 29. What are we thinking here? I'm cool with re-signing the three of them, especially with Montez Sweat being gone now, and us still having the cap. Definitely Chase. Yeah, he wants to come back. I know he wants two. He's looking at about 10. I'll do three and give him 10 mil a year. Just right about there. I'm cool with Chase Young coming back. So he'll come back. Our number 2 overall pick comes back. There's Cameron Curl, Kendall Fuller. Antonio Gibson's not interested, but we can still, send an offer out there. And, with this being different, especially with Montez Sweat not coming back, why not sign Curtis Samuel? This whole thing is different. In the draft, we can look at QB in the draft. Based on everything that's happened, we can look. I don't see any harm in trying to look and see what's out there. And if there's somebody around pick 25 that's available, because that's where our first round pick is, around 25, we might pull that trigger. But we also are going to need some offensive linemen so he doesn't get killed every play. Which, I think there's going to be some good ones, but we'll see what we can get. But there's Chase. Plus, whether we get a QB or not, we still have a rookie QB deal. Kaepernick. He's not in the game. Like, he's not in the game, and when he was, his overall was like a 52 overall. They absolutely murdered that man. You knew he wasn't in the game. That's why you threw his name out there. I'm thinking we got Chase Young. Do we let Kendall Fuller go? Well, hang on. Let me do this. So I can show you what we're working with behind those two guys specifically. At strong safety and corner. Strong safety, it's Cameron Curl, and then it's Jeremy Reeves. Jeremy Reeves is not as fast. Overall Cameron Curl is better. That I'll give him. I don't know if Jeremy Reeves can really be a starter, and he's 28. And then at cornerback, we have Emmanuel Forbes, Benjamin St-Juste, Danny Johnson behind him. So I think our cornerback room is kind of there. And we very well could still draft or pick somebody up. But he's 29. I think he's only asking for a 1-year deal. We're looking at 78 man, 84 zone, and he can press really well. Emmanuel Forbes can't press to save his life, 60 press. But he's got good zone, so he's an off corner. And that's something we're probably going to end up having to do is a lot of off coverage, and we're just going to have to make sure they don't beat us deep. I'm thinking maybe Cameron Curl. Yeah, I'm thinking Cameron Curl, and we'll let. Either way, man, the back end is something that I'm like really worried about here, because that's where a lot of our stuff was getting killed, was just cornerback and safety. I'll come back to them. Since we lost Montez Sweat, I think it is right that we try to keep at least one of our defensive ends in James Smith-Williams. He's not as good as Montez Sweat, but I feel like if it came down to it and he had to play, I would not be upset with him playing. So if he wants to stay for another year, I'm all for it. He wants to stay for 2. You know what? Right now, I'll let you have 2. And we'll keep you here and we'll see what happens. Cody Barton's was already not interested before. Oh, Jeremy Reeves is also on a contract. So if we don't get either one of the safeties, if we don't sign safety, then we're not going to have a strong safety right now. Troy Apke, lower end cornerback, mainly special teams. Dejon Harris, mainly special teams, but I ended up seeing him do quite a bit on special teams. When someone missed a tackle, he's there to clean it up. Joey Slide, nope. Yeah, we're going to just let that go. Not interested. We do have... Does he have mentor? He has mentor. I'm going to bring him back to mentor one of the offensive linemen that we are inevitably going to have to end up drafting. I'm really thinking that we sign Cameron Curl and we let... Nah, because now that I think about it, what was it? In the season, both Emmanuel Forbes and Fuller each had 6 picks. Cameron Curl ended up having 1 against the Patriots. Other than that, the secondary was getting torched. He wants 4 years. We're looking at 1 right here. What do you think? Bring Cameron Curl back, bring back Fuller, or bring back both? Let me know real quick while I'm looking at the rest of the team, seeing who gets brought back and who doesn't. I mean, looking at DT depth wouldn't be terrible here. What are we looking at? Damn, complete PCL tear, still out for another 15 weeks. I'd bring him on a 1 year, but he wouldn't play on he probably would struggle to make it past preseason, but I mean, we'll see what happens. I'm willing to see what happens to see if this guy maybe can make it past preseason. They were okay. Should be better with a good offseason. Yep. So bring them both back? Is that what you're saying? Get them both? Give them another year to gel, and then we'll see what happens? Troy Apke. Why not? We'll start off with Fuller. We'll give him exactly what he's asking for. Why not? Not my money. Okay. I appreciate the offer, but I'm going to test free agency. So he wants to go test free agency. How about you, Cameron Curl? I'm going to bump you a little bit. I want to see if you want to stay. So Cameron Curl will stay, and Kendall Fuller will walk. After that, there's really nobody else. You know what? I'll look at Kalike Hudson too. I'll let him come back one more time. But after that, there really isn't too many people that I actually look at and I go, yeah, this person needs to be re-signed. Like, everything can either be replaced or drafted. Excuse me. In the third mock draft, which now we're gonna take a look at the draft class, they have us saying we should pick a tight end now. As our first pick, I don't know. But let's go look at the prospects. The quarterback class, they got 2 top 5s, but the rest of the class I'm not so sure about. Might be another year of Sam Howell here. Unless this round 3 to 4 guy isn't terrible, but let me see. Oh, no. That elongated throwing motion. You see how many times Sam Howell was getting sacked, hit, and ooh. He's got great to elite throw power. What pick do you have? We have pick 25 right now. B under pressure, B short, C medium. It might. I think this is not a good quarterback here. Even the scrambler's not that good. The scrambler might on it, like, because he went up high, he might be decent. good to great. He's good on speed, so he can run. But B short, C's on the medium and deep. A under pressure, B on the run. Pretty sure he works well out the pocket. Yeah. Definitely one of those. We need to get out the pocket, run, read options, which we have a few of them. A little shovel options, some pitches that we could work with. And he has a standard throwing motion. You know, if he's available in the 4th round, because he's a day 3, if he's available in the 4th round, I'll take a QB. Because unless we do some kind of trading, which I'll show you the top 2 QBs. Unless we do like a major trade, I don't think we're going to get a top QB in this draft. A is on short and medium accuracy, B on the deep, A under pressure, B on the run. And for a second guy, B under pressure, A short and medium, solid to good throw power, which here's the ranking. He's about middle of the pack in throw power, as well as the first guy is also middle of the pack on his throw power. But A's and 2 of the accuracies, C on deep accuracy, B on under pressure and throw on the run. Who is he planning on trucking with A to B trucking? He's good at play action. How big is he? He's 6'3", 231. Can he run? He's got solid speed. He might be able to do something here. Tight end is needed also, though. It's understandable. I ain't gonna lie, John Richardson do look kind of good. I want to see one thing, and then we'll look at the tight ends. Whoops, wrong thing. Wrong thing still. O-line, yeah, there's so much that has to be worked on. I'm about to show you the whole team, and John Richardson's gonna go at 4. So unless we make a kind of a trade, we're not getting those top 2 QBs, which they seem to be really good. But most importantly, here's what we're working with for our team. On the offensive side, we're gonna need to help out the offensive line. That's something that has to happen. Logan Thomas is also our top tight end. John Bates is a higher rating than him. And here's his skill set. We might be able to work with that. He is good at run blocking, so he'll definitely be on the field quite a bit with how much we can run the ball. And he'll make all of his plays play action. And who else? Cole Turner can definitely be the guy that's standing up majority of the time for tight end, just because he's a little bit faster. He also isn't terrible in run blocking with 60. Most tight ends don't have above 60, but he's better at catching. So he definitely could be the guy that stands up. Offensive line, yeah, that's going to be needed. On the defensive side, I don't think I simmed yet, so none of the players that are leaving have left yet. But Cody Barton's going to be gone, so we're not going to have a middle linebacker. You know what? I'm a sim, so you can see, because showing it like this does not affect how this goes. So we'll show the team one more time to actually show you what it's going to look like heading into this offseason. And then we'll look at the draft one more time. And then we'll take a look at free agents. But here's how our team's looking now. Sure up the defense. What are you thinking? Offense and draft, defense, or free agency mainly? Here's our offense. Need that offensive line. I'm gonna need to get a receiver or two. Kind of back up our guys here. Defense. Montez Sweat's gone. Linebackers are gone. We did manage to keep Cameron Curl. Excuse me. And Kendall Fuller's ended up gone. Oh, Derek Forrest went to Superstar. Recuperation. Reach elite. Bench press. Nothing that is good for us right there. You can get linemen from free agency. Yeah, at this point. So, left guard is going to have to be our thing. We can also have Ricky Stormberg here. who's supposed to he's going in the second year and needs to develop 65 pass blocking. I mean, on the interior, how many one-on-ones are you truly gonna get? But jeez, we're gonna let him develop behind because he's gonna need that help. Okay, let's go focus on linemen to start free agency then, and we'll see what we can get in the draft in a second. Rashawn Gary's a top free agent in this class. Christian Wilkins, Mike Williams, the receiver's a free agent. There's Montez Sweat, Tyron Smith, Townsend, Singletary, Boyd, Hyde, Davis, Fuller still. So he's even still interested, and he has one other team looking at him. Keenan Allen, Grover Stewart, Bobby Wag, B-Wag, he's there. There's Noah Fant at tight end. Jordan Brooks ain't interested in the team no more. That kind of sucks. Okay, let's go start off. We really need guard. Ezra Cleveland doesn't look like he wants to come in, but Isaiah Wynn out of the good University of Georgia. What are we looking at here? A 75 overall total. His morale's just dropping his ratings. 77 run block. Well, he has 80 run blocks, 76 pass block, because all his ratings are down right now by about 2 or 3. And 78 run block finesse. I think this could be our starting left guard. 18th left guard, 83 injury, 87 stamina. Just hopefully asking him to stay healthy. I mean, if he's starting, they say they're still going to try and get somebody for the future, like after him, so we could still look to draft and develop somebody behind him. He gave up 5 sacks the entire season against in Miami last year. I'm cool bringing in Isaiah Wynn. He's asking for 2 years, and there is nobody else interested in him. We'll give him the base that he's asking for to try and get him to show up. That'll be our first start. I think our center and our right guard is all right. Center could use some help, or at least have somebody develop behind him. Right tackle could definitely use some help, or have somebody develop behind him. There's everything else. Since Montez Sweat left, he's one of the top guys at his position. What do we do about trying to replace Montez Sweat, guy who balled out for us last year? Because there was times where he was just getting sacks, like just because he could. Not even when needed to. Like first down, he just goes and gets one. Romeo Aquara wants to come here. He's 29 though. Look for somebody. I don't want to do a 1-year deal unless like absolutely sure we're gonna draft somebody or have somebody develop behind dude. Shaq Lawson wants to do a 1-year deal. Mario Edwards Jr. wants to do a 1-year deal. Trey Flowers wants 1 year. Rasheem Green, Jordan Willis. Thought he was playing linebacker. Depends on the team you're on. That's a 3-4 DN. Carlos Dunlap. Nah, he's hit that age where it starts to fall off there. How about linebacker? Bobby Wagner has nobody interested in trying to get him. Hold on, CJ Mosley hit free agency? Wow. I mean, he's looking for 2 years. I wonder how long he'll be able to stay good. Eric Kendrick's also 32. I mean, they're the same rating. Jordan Brooks isn't interested, but Bobby Wagner. Like this is like linebacker. I'm okay having a veteran linebacker behind. Get him. Who? Wagner or Mosley? But linebacker, I'm okay having a a veteran behind that defensive line that we have. And we can still very well draft somebody or try to get somebody really late that can develop behind them. Get Mosley. Nobody interested. Let me see what those ratings are looking like. 87 play rec, 73 zone, 78 block shot, 87 hit power. CJ Mosley, bring it on, bro. Please, come on. Come to the team. You're 32. You're 32. I know you want the money. I'll give you some. We'll 4.4 this across. So we're looking at a guard. We're looking at CJ Mosley to try and come in here and shore up that defense. Cornerbacks, trying to see, do we want to try and rip Kendall Fuller away from whoever's trying to get him? Because after that, there's really, we could bring in his brother Kyle Fuller. That would just be hilarious. One Fuller to another. Marcus Peters, more of a zone corner. I feel like we're signing Name at that point because he's dropped in his ratings. He still has his speed. He can still press, but 75 zone, 70 man. He has the good play rec, so I feel like he would still make some plays there. But I just like I think the athleticism's there. Take the bro. Take the bro. So we take the brother who's looking like this. He is just a little bit slower than Kendall, but Kyle pretty much has roughly the same skill set. And if I'm correct, Kyle Fuller is a way better zone way better zone corner. 1 year, I'll give you $5 million. I feel like 5 wouldn't. Never mind. I'm still considering it because he also has mentor. The Kendall doesn't have mentor, and with mentor you can actually get what is it? Gain XP for the younger guys. That's the only other thing keeping me like, okay, I'm willing to bring you in for a year. But the thing I think is hilarious on the right side, it says close to home, Maryland. He wants to be close to home, but he wants to be in a warm weather state. Make up your mind, man. You want to be close to home or warm weather? But that's our starting 3. Now we have to evaluate and see if we get any of them. So survey says on the first eval option, did we get anybody? We got CJ Mosley, Kyle Fuller now, and Isaiah Wynn. So we got all 3 of them. We still got 46 million cap to work with. And some of the big names have already gone. Rashawn Gary goes to the Texans. Wow. Okay. Christian Wilkins goes to the Vikings. So we're going to deal with Micah Hyde now. He goes from Buffalo to the Eagles. Keenan Allen stays in the AFC, so we don't have to deal with that. Jordan Brooks goes to the Titans. Is there anybody that we're going to have to worry about right now? No. Looking like just Micah Hyde making his way over to Philadelphia. That's going to be fun. It's going to read everything. So let me go plug everybody in where they're going to be at for right now, and then we can see what we're going to work with. I need to go to depth chart. We're going to need to bring in some. So left guard. Isaiah Wynn goes there. No linebacker. CJ Mosley's going to go there. If I'm honest, Fuller. Nope, leave Holmes there. Take Parker. Go get Fuller. Fuller will probably be either 2 or 3. We'll end up seeing where this comes in through preseason. But a quick look, a better look at the roster really quick. So We've gotten better than where we were at left guard, which is good. So that's how the offense has changed just one position so far. Defense has two, with Kendall Fuller coming in and CJ Mosley, the veteran, who, does he have mentor or no? Yeah, he also has mentor, so he comes in, and whatever middle linebacker's behind him, which I'll probably get a rookie to see, will be back there. That can also get some good development. Because right now, with this draft class, I'm completely blind. I had to reset everything. I don't get to use the one I had before. Oh, he's hurt. Okay. So what we could still use is, number one, we could use depth just about everywhere. We could use a left outside linebacker, a right end, and offensive line in general, and some backup QB play, or someone that can fight for that number one spot against Sam Howell. Could also use receiver. So let me go through it one more time. Quarterback, offensive line, receiver, maybe tight end, so that's 4. Left outside linebacker, defensive end, that's 6. And that's just trying to get people that can play or at least mentor somebody behind them. So, back to free agency real quick, because we're still in the first signing phase. We'll see if we can get anybody else, and then we will go look at what positions we should try and grab in the draft. Are there any left outside linebackers worth trying to bring in? We got Khalil Mack, who's a 3-4 pass rusher. I need a stand-up guy. Oh, hang on. Pause. Wait a second. He could also be our left end, and he has nobody interested in him. Another mentor veteran here. 77 finesse, 80 power moves, 81 block shed. Really has 84 because, yeah, I'm getting him. I'm getting him. I'm just gonna let you know that now. He's coming. I'm gonna make the offer. Is that you think you can dial back on the turnovers? You think he can dial back on the turnovers? He might be able to, but I also see that what if he can't? What's our next option? I think he can, because that was his first year in that system. Yes, how? That was his first year in that system. I think going into year 2, having the same system, I think he'll dial back on it. Plus, with the fact that we were able to run the ball as well, I think telling him, hey, just take the check down and just let's see what we can do will be better. I think also being able to get the ball to certain receivers way earlier will be better. Also, yeah, Khalil Mack, I'm throwing that one. I'm going to try to get him at the defensive end position. Still need a stand-up linebacker there that's willing to come in. Anthony Barr has mentor. Really and truly, I'm looking for, this could be where we put people, we grab veterans, and then we just try to have rookies or young players be behind them that can be brought up. Anthony Barr, I mean, does he have the skill set we're looking for? 73 block shed. He's still good on his speed. Can still recognize the play really well. He has decent zone coverage, but we have 2 linebackers that can play pretty good zone now, or at least have the play recognition to do so. I think we can also bring in Anthony Barr on a 1-year deal. .65 tackles, did get a pick, ended up getting a couple for loss and a sack. I did not mean to withdraw that. I wanted to just look at his stuff. I'm still gonna give Khalil Mack his contract. I think having him as just a pure defensive end and not putting him in a linebacking position will get his numbers up, because when you're a 3-4 outside linebacker, you still have to drop every now and again in base. At least in 4-3, he's not going to be dropping unless we're really trying to do something crazy. I'm also going to bring Anthony Barr. Another set of veterans to come in. I'm trying to basically look into the future of trying to get rookies. Which, let's go look. Let's go look at some of these rookies that veterans are going to be in front of. QB, that's tough. I don't think we're going to be able to get him. I think if we do go quarterback, it's got to be somebody later on, which I'm not against Corin Kinley. He might be a low-rated guy, but he might be able to use his athleticism to make big plays. I'm not gonna ask him to make big plays. I'm gonna ask that he just fit the mold, do what you need to do. But I'm completely okay getting him in like the 4th round. I think he could do something there. The other positions we're looking at, I might go pick up a receiver, but tight end. What tight ends are there? Round 2 to 3. I'm kind of looking at the left side of them where they go, whether their rating went up or down. They went down. They've went down for a significant reason, so I'm trying to see who's going up. Antoine Calhoun. Oh, he's the fastest tight end in the draft in the class this year. A break tackle. He can't block, so that's something to know. He's 254 pounds. B on the medium route running. Well, actually, he might be able to run block a little bit. And this is the only downside to him I see. I'm going to be questioning his catching. B to D on just about all of his catching. And his spectacular catch and short route running is C to F. I don't know about Antoine Calhoun. I'll put a pin in that one. At least keep an eye on it. Anthony Lake out of Michigan. Lake Michigan. Third fastest tight end in the class. A on the catching, break tackle. Might have better short route running. Better at catching in general. Right? We got that right? B on the catching traffic versus B to D. So we at least know what his catching is and everything's going to be, but we don't know what Calhoun's going to bring. Jason Stockton. 6'4", 243 out of Arkansas. 4'6", says he still has great speed, so for tight ends, that's probably fast for them. A spectacular catch, A catch in traffic, B medium route running. Not 100% against that. Like the tight end class is not bad from what I'm seeing. Might be able to draft one here. Add to our tight end room there. Definitely going to keep these tight ends in mind so far. Here's the long part. We're going through. We gotta get somewhat familiar with this class and see who it is that we think can come here. They all got the B medium route running, which is about where they're gonna run a good chunk of their routes. At that point, second fastest tight end. At that point, it's looking to see who's gonna be able to make something happen. A catch, B medium route, A spectacular, B short. A to C catch in traffic. I kind of want to see. So the top 4 tight ends I am interested in. We'll see what happens there. Linebackers, because we're bringing in some veterans. So looking into the future, who's going to be behind them that can take this team to the next level? What is this? Hold on. What is this? Trevor Broughton out of Louisville. I saw A block shedding. Physical player. He's not a zone kind of guy. He's got a high motor. He'll strip the ball, and he's got good discipline. And he's around 3 to 4 guy. 4.53. That's pretty fast for linebackers. He's a solid athlete. Nothing besides the speed that really jumps out there. A play rec, A block shed, B pursuit, B tackle, B awareness. Oh, yeah. Trevor Broughton. That's an interesting one. That's truly an interesting linebacker there. I could look at to CJ Mosley could pass that torch to. In case we don't get him, where would we go next? Because after him, like that's when I'd have to. If they make a run on linebackers, I'd want to see it and I'd want to go get him. But he's around 3 to 4. I could see getting him in round 3. Maybe getting him round 3, and we could still go and get the other guy around 4 that I was talking about. Because he still has B to D zone, and if it's bad on zone, we have a year where we can really just have him work on that. When it comes to finding this, like he's a see ball, get ball kind of guy right now. That's what it's looking like. And at 6'2", 252. That's a thumper in the middle. Even though the bigger linebackers are starting to go out of style, still a thumper. Can never go wrong with that. What about outside linebacker to go behind Anthony Barr or take that position from him? Let me check the right side really quick. I'm not looking at people that are power rushers. I want someone that can be a stand-up. But I mean, if they can fit the scheme, then we'll see what we can get out of it. 4'7". List as a power rusher. I know I just said I wasn't looking at him, but be on the block shed, be on the pursuit, be on the power move, see on the play rec. I mean, what could possibly go wrong? Let's see. But that's Joey Orberg. Joey Oberg. I'm gonna keep an eye on him. This is probably gonna be the longest part of this is just going through and seeing, okay, what players are we somewhat interested in. Hugh Warner, Chad Callahan. You got a name like Chad. I gotta look at the Giga Chad here. 22 years old, 6'2", 241 out of Utah. One of the faster linebackers at 4'5'3". Not the strongest. He's got some good strength, but not the strongest, but a solid athlete. Pretty good in the speed. I'm not asking him to pass rush with a lot can go wrong. Don't say that. Don't say that. See. So Chad's gone up 1 rank this season for where he's listed at. But he's got good zone. He can tackle. He's got C on the play rec. More of a coverage guy. I'm okay looking. And yeah, a lot can go wrong. A lot can. That's why I'm trying to look a little bit before we continue to dive in here. Try to kind of take a step back and be like, hold on. I don't want to get too much dip on the chip there. Justin Reverin. 22 out of Auburn. SEC linebackers aren't bad. 4'5'7". Hold on. Besides that 3-cone drill, we're looking at an athlete here. Top 10 in nearly everything except for that 3-cone drill. Top 10 in all the drills at the combine. Got B play rec, A tackle, B zone, B pursuit. C on the awareness. So he's already got the play rec, the pursuit, the tackling, and some zone coverage. At that point, we're just looking at, can he be physical enough? And at 240 pounds, I'm hoping he can. He's 6 feet tall. I'm gonna add him to that board. And we start getting some of those undrafted guys. Cornerback. Do we bring in another corner? Calvin Butler. Is he related to Malcolm Butler? But he's top 5. Kenny Monroe. Braylon McLeod. With a name like JoJo Hoskins or JoJo Hoskins, I feel like And it's JoJo with the interception. I don't know if I can say that with a straight face trying to do the commentary. I'd have to pause and I'd be laughing too hard. All right. Now, of course, there's always going to be a lot of corners, but I don't know how strong the cornerback class will be. And a lot of them have dropped, and a lot of the guys that have went up are going to be first, second rounders. Malik Milstead. What are we thinking about Malik Milstead here? D-man, but never mind. We already have one corner that can't press. I don't need another corner that can't press. He already has to play off, and that gives up yards in itself. I wonder, is there going to be a late round guy here that can make his way up? Corner might be one I come back to. I think we're good at free safety for right now. We have two of them. We're waiting on the one to develop. He was a rookie last year. Played a lot in the slot, but he'll get his chance to play this season. Cameron Curl, we don't have anybody behind him. We have nobody behind Cameron Curl right now, I don't think. That's one I'm gonna come back to. But in terms of favorites, right now we got 10 players on the board. I want to get to at least 30. So we're gonna, each section we're gonna look at 10 more players. But got a couple of QBs on here, a few 4 tight ends. So we're gonna look heavier into linebacker once we get past the next round here. So we'll come back to look at prospects in a second. Come back and look at those guys in the draft. Let's go back to the free agency real quick. Let's see if we get Khalil Mack and or Anthony Barr to come to the team. They have signed. There's Khalil Mack. And there's Anthony Barr. Okay, so Khalil Mack's going to go play defensive end. I'm not going to lie, streaming this and having you hear that makes this 10 times better. Like, it's like the team building is just that much more fun. Go put your hand in the ground. You're going to play some defensive end this season. No, thank you for being here. Which defensive? So he comes up to be the starter. We still have James Smith-Williams behind him, who's only 27. I think because we only have 2 left ends. I'm going to move. Do I want to move him? You know what? Yeah. I'm going to move KJ Henry over there and have him fight for that backup role over there behind Chase Young. That can be a fight we can watch during the preseason. And I'm all for it. But there's Khalil Mack. There's Anthony Barr. We're going to go move them in the depth chart to where their spot's going to be. And we're going to go take a look to see how this team changes one more time. Because after that, we're going to have to move forward a week in the off-season stage 2 for free agency. We probably gonna get a quarterback with this other evaluation real quick too. But then we can start looking at the draft. Anthony Barr comes up there. He's already where he needs to be. Khalil Mack's already where he needs to be. Let's go look to see how this team changed overall. Let's take ourselves a look here. So nothing on the offense this time. Straight defense with these last couple of signings, but Khalil Mack trying to replace what we lost in Montez Sweat and Anthony Barr. So right now we're looking at 2 new linebackers, a new defensive end. We did bring in a corner. All right. I think this coming together. It's coming together. We got something here. We're not just throwing pieces in. We're actually gonna build something. The funny thing is, Khalil Mack's overall is down by 2 points simply because of his morale didn't end his season with the Chargers the way he wanted to, and they ended up letting him go. I mean, if this goes the way I want it to go, I think Khalil Mack's going to lead our team in sacks next year. Sacks, defensive stops. I think the only person that's going to beat him is Jonathan Allen. Okay. Let's go look. Free agency. I want to put someone behind or that I can fight with Sam Howell. We got 35.5 in cap. Sam Howell's a 71 overall. Do we bring Kirk Cousins in? Do we do that? Do we put Kirko behind? I about to say that. Bring in Kirk. Bring in Kirk. And give Sam Howell that chance. Oh, no, don't bring in Kirk. Oh, you're about to say that Khalil Mack could be somebody that could lead our team? Don't bring in Kirk Cousins. No Kirko. The guy that can't win in prime time. I bet you we'll have a lot of prime time games, too. That would just be hilarious. So you're saying yes to the Khalil Mack part. Okay. Well, Sam Howell's a 71 overall. Who do we bring in that can, if something goes wrong, play, but hopefully won't have to? What name are we looking at? What name pops up and we go, yeah, let's get him? Because none of these quarterbacks have too much interest. Nobody wants to bring in a quarterback besides Sam Darnold. Who wants to bring in Sam Darnold? Nobody wants to bring in Jameis Winston either. I'm shocked. And that might be more turnovers than we can deal with, though. Big play, Jameis Winston. I'm not going to pull that trick. I might as well wait for one of those quarterbacks out the draft. Get him. I'm not going to do it. Get him. Let's do it. I mean, he is right there when it comes to Sam Howell. Doesn't hurt our cap space too little. Throw him out that contract. I still might draft one of those QBs late. That one I wanted in the 4th round, I'll still try to get him. You know, what's the worst that can happen? If we get him, we get him. If we don't, okay, undrafted free agent signing that can come onto the team. I'm gonna get my notebook once it's time for draft so I can write down where all these other players went. See, you and I are on the same page. We thinking the same right now. We thinking that. I like it. Okay, so there's gonna be the quarterback situation. In terms of offensive line, well, come back to the offensive line in 1 second. What position was I thinking about just now? I had it in my head and I completely forgot it. I said tight end in the draft. That's what I want to try and do. Because we have somebody that can block pretty well. I wanted someone. It was either going to be someone in the draft or someone that can just be more of a, when our tight ends are standing up, or we have 2 tight ends and one needs to be a stand up in the slot or something. We could do that. Oh, there's Irv Smith and nobody's interested, but I still want to try and draft somebody. That's the only thing keeping me from picking somebody up like this. The traitor, Austin Hooper. Well, can I say trade? No. Yeah, he did sign. We just didn't re-sign him. The traitor. Albert Okuegbanam. I'll let you know right now. The thing keeping me from signing him, it's petty. I don't want to say his name. He is coming off a fractured elbow injury. We'll probably give him a brace. But not a run blocker. With 83 injury, he might end up getting hurt again. But we do have a mentor, which is something that he is looking for. He's 26. We have a mentor in Logan Thomas. 71 overall. This might keep me from drafting a tight end, honestly, if I were to do this. And he's looking at maybe a 3-year deal. Take him till he's 29. Wants to learn. I could see it. 3 years. Definitely would be fight. He definitely could fight John Bates for the starting role entirely, and could be our stand-up guy that I'm looking for right now. You already said he wants to learn. I'm willing. We can do one more bid, and then that's our final evaluation for now. And then we're gonna go look at the draft. We're gonna look at the draft class again. So one more position that we need to look at. We already grabbed Isaiah Wynn. Fantastic. It's all coming together. We have Nick Gates as our center. I think I'm going to end up upgrading center here, and we have Lloyd Cushenberry III out of LSU. He's 26. He only has one of the team interested in him. We're not close to home, but he's interested in the fact this team has won a championship before and a Super Bowl chase. Let me check your ratings. More of that pass protector up the middle. Can't run block too well. Nobody should be beating him up the middle though, but he can't. But the run block, that's. I was about to say, run blocking is something that you taught me. Run blocking is something that you don't just learn. Pass blocking can be learned. Run blocking is all aggression. That's something hard to learn. Connor McGovern. Run blocking was always the fun. Pass blocking, that's something that took learning. He's a better pass. He's an okay pass blocker, but this man can run block. He can run. He can pull. He can run block. Ain't nobody gonna blow him off the line. He's not the fastest, but he can pull. 90 injury. Okay, we're looking at this. Bridge player. Only thing that he's not liking is that we don't have a franchise QB. But hey, man, if you come to this team and you help us, you might be able to make this man a franchise QB. Let me get one of your last seasons. Actually, I want to check one more thing before I do it. One more thing. Gave up 4 sacks in New York. This guy who you said no on already, I just wanted to see. Gave up 5. Ain't that something? I'm going to get Connor McGovern. I'm going to get him a 1-year deal. Try and shore up. That's going to leave us about 20 mil. Let's hit this evaluation period. Okay, so that means there's 2 active negotiations that didn't go through real quick. We're still looking at Albert Okwuegbunam, still thinking about it. Jameis Winston is thinking about it. Y'all have nobody else interested. Y'all will come on. But we did get Connor McGovern to come in. Try and help us out on the offensive line there. Okay? So what we're going to do here, we're going to sim to off-season free agency 2. We're going to see what some of these draft players have. Let me do this because I am afraid right now. We've made such good progress. Let's go ahead and get this thing saved. All right, now we'll sim. We shall advance the week. And this little section, we're going to focus more heavy on the draft. Heavy focus on the draft on this one. I'm sorry, something just came through and I need to look at it really quick and then we'll jump into this. Yep. Keep applying for them jobs and they're just not giving them. But, hey, we're having fun now. No more job talk. Okay, we got pro day results. Pro days. Who... out of the guys that we looked at so far, who had a better pro day than what they had as than their combine? Let me check. Trevor Brodin, someone I'm pretty interested in. Your physicals, did you have a better pro day? Yes, you did. You had a way better pro day. Look at the change up here. You had overall had a besides that broad jump, maybe his vertical jump, so his explosiveness about roughly the same. But overall, very good athlete. Had a way better pro day. Someone I'm definitely interested in, and I think I'm okay sitting him a year behind C.J. Mosley, or maybe he comes in, and because C.J. Mosley, with what we gave him, he's gonna play. I feel like he's gonna play a significant amount. Like Trevor here might be able to take over about halfway or towards the end of the season, just seeing how things go. Like if the season goes terribly, we're gonna put Trevor in a lot more. Season's going good, then he'll come in a little bit later. Chad Callahan, another guy we're interested in. I'm really and truly interested in these linebackers. All right, you know what this shows me? This shows me consistency. This man is very consistent. Very consistent. He'll stay, like what he puts out there is what he puts out there. No change up, no curveball, nothing but gas. We're overall consistent here. I mean, do a faster 40, a little bit less on the bench press, a little bit less on the vertical. I'm telling you right now, in that vertical, he just didn't stretch his arm far enough. That's all that at 0.2 of an inch. He just didn't get that. He didn't get the fingertips up there. The broad jump, he tucked his knees harder on that when he gets farther. 3-cone shuttle. All right, athlete. I could see us drafting maybe 2 linebackers here for backup positions. Tight end, I'm still interested, but I got to see about Albert. If Albert doesn't take it, if I hit the eval button one more time and he doesn't take it, I'm just going to pull it and we'll look at these tight ends. Or if he doesn't sign it, no, I might let him try and we'll see if he signs. If he doesn't sign at all, then hey, we might be able to get him like after the draft anyways for a really cheap deal. Jason Stockton. Very consistent. Almost the same on everything. Very consistent. We looked at I don't know if we looked at Anthony Lake. I might have skipped. I'm just gonna look at it one more time. If I don't say it, then I'm not gonna remember it. Good athlete here, pretty consistent. Mitch Copper. Why did I pull up Mitch Copper? I know he's a tight end, but what did I see? I saw the 8 catching traffic, and I said, yeah, let me get that. Top 3 tight end in terms of speed. He's top 5 on almost everything except for the bench press reps. He's just not that strong. 246 pounds. He's pushing weight that's almost the same size as him. It's 23. Okay, but I need to go look at some of these other positions. So, one quick look at the team. Seeing what we got here. Because we might still be able to get a quarterback and a tight end. What I'm going to look at here, I'm going to go look. Oh, and let me do this. I meant to bring up Connor McGovern to the center role. All right. We got that up there. So this is what our offensive line is looking at so far. I'm going to look at right tackle. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to see what we got here. Wait. He signed. It didn't show what? He signed. I must admit. Okay, yeah, he's here. Albert's here. I'm going to shut up. Albert's here. Didn't even show. Okay. Just now I need to go look at that again before I jump back in because I got to see. Because we got McGovern and Albert. And yeah, lower ratings on the tight ends. I feel like we can do something there. Receiver is something that we should look at. That's something I need to look at. Receiver. Yeah. So I'm going to look at the quarterback class. Look at quarterbacks, receivers. Maybe we'll get a look at a running back here. So quarterbacks, receivers. We've looked at a couple of linebackers. Safety. Okay. Quarterback, receivers, safeties. Let's take a look at those in the draft class and see what we got here. Oh, yeah. In mock draft 4, what are they going to have us picking? We'll check that in a second. We'll start off quarterback, see if there's anybody else that we want to add to our list. Ronald Sweeney. What do you got? You good at running back? Yeah, we got two. We got two for now. That might be like a free undrafted free agent pickup. I mean, he has the cannon of an arm, elite throw power. Not a runner. He's gonna stay in the pocket. Whatever happens, happens. He's got good throwing the pressure. He's good on the short. He could be better when it comes to trying to get the ball farther. He's gonna be an undrafted free agent. I mean, he's gone up 35 positions, but he's still pretty low there. I think he doesn't get drafted. I don't think about Andrew Eisen either. Aaron Silverman? I don't know. I'm going to look. I don't think he gets drafted. 6 foot 218. I don't know, man. I feel like he's going to get hit and get crushed. What's his injury rating before I look at anything? A D. One good hit, he's going to be out. But A under pressure, B throw on the run. His accuracies could use better, play action. But he can run. He can run pretty well. So, Vanilla Vic, Caucasian Cam, Little Pigment. Little, what is it? Little Melanin Lamar. Hold on, who's this out of Wake Forest? I see B's across the board on your accuracies. You've dropped quite a bit, but why have you dropped? Got a fast throwing motion. Got solid throw power. Middle of the pack on the throw power. You're not fast, so you're really going to be a pocket passer there. And C under pressure. B's across the board on his throwing. B play action. You know, I know he's a projected undrafted free agent, but this might be a name to keep an eye on here. I'm gonna add him. I'm gonna keep an eye on him real quick. Just those B's on the accuracy definitely have something there. What do you think? Like Jonathan Walker out of Wisconsin, that definitely has. You know what? I just thought about something. I'm gonna get him. It's going to be late or maybe free agency, but I want to try and get him, and I want him to do good. I want him to do really good because I want to be able to make Walker, Texas Ranger, I want to be able to make those type of comments. You know, here's a deep ball. Look at Walker, Texas Ranger with the gun. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe he'll do good in the preseason. Now I'm in on Jonathan Walker. You said good on running back. I believe we are. Let's go look at some safeties really quick. We're gonna need to add. We're gonna add one. I want to add. Not that deep of a safety class here, and this is behind. Yeah. You see, you get it. This is gonna be behind Cam Curl. So someone that is more just. I don't want to say he's gonna not take the role, very well could, but it's more of a backup here. Hold up. I see A to C zone coverage. Not a hitter. Can't play man. He's got good speed. I need him to have like a B on the zone coverage, not a tackler. Like he's just a zone cover guy. 5'10", 208. I'll look. No guarantees on him. Dion Harvey. Hold on, we got a DB with the name Dion. That might be something here. We might look at this. Take a look at this. He's good on the speed, decent on the strength, solid athlete. Top 10 on everything except for that bench press, but I'm not asking the DB to bench press everything in the world. Got C zone coverage, F stamina. Can't increase stamina. We cannot. It doesn't work. That I don't know why. I feel like that's something that should be changed. If we can't increase it, it's something that should either increase or decrease over time. Like how NCAA used to do, where you couldn't upgrade the player. They would play really well, and they'd have their off season and be like, wow, they went up 10 strength because that's what they did. They put on some weight and changed a little bit. Off season, let this guy get his stamina up. You're playing safety, but you don't have the stamina. That's something that I feel like is gonna suck for him. C to F, man, and play rec. Although things saving him is zone, and maybe the fact that he might be able to catch. But look at the other side of safeties. What we got here? Nelson Little, Demarius Baker, delivering the goods. You know it's bad when I start thinking about their name and I start going, you know, I might be able to say something funny with this guy's name. I might be able to get a catchphrase off of it. Looking at C on the zone coverage, C in the man. So he's somebody that might be able to play a little bit of man in zone. C on the pursuit, so he might be able to get down there and get a tackle. If we're looking at C on tackling, we're good. Even C at play recognition, that's not terrible. It might be able to do something. He's going to have to drop. There's no way he stays round 2 to 3. I think he drops. I'm going to keep an eye on him. But if he drops, that's somebody we might scoop. Nope. Danny Callen, no. Peter Martin? Nah. Then we start hitting the undrafted guys, which I will look at more towards the end. What about a corner playing safety? What about a corner that's, maybe a little bit not big enough or not fast enough to play corner, but, has the right size for safety? Like, he might be slow for a corner, it might be, real fast for a safety type of thing. Wow. Hit the undrafted really quick. Shaquille Richardson. 182 pounds, 6'1". I mean, some safeties really only be under 200 pounds. 4'5". For a safety, that might be all right speed. D on the zone coverage, no. I could see a corner coming and playing safety. I just gotta find the right guy. I need more of a zone coverage than a man, just because they're gonna be playing zone deep majority of the time. I want to try not to man blitz as much unless it's like, okay, this team is doing nothing but running and killing us. And of course, it's going to be the time they hit us with a play action, but I want to try and get the timing right on all this. Okay, let me look at some of these undrafted guys and see what we have here. Zone corner, 5'11", 182. Might have B to D, somewhere between B to D zone. He's slow at 4'6". That's tough. Good at tackling. Can't recognize the play and can't play man, but he's good at tackling. This cornerback class, I don't know. Another zone corner out of Ohio State, 6'3", 201. 4'7". That, I would take that speed. I'd take that speed at safety right now. 4'7". B tackle, B press, D on the play rec and man, C zone. I'll add you to the board, Evan Johnson. See what that looks like towards the end. If anything, undrafted free agent. And there's a lot of man corners. Did I skip over Kyle Slay? If I did, there was a reason. 4'2". I skipped over this man. I didn't even look at him. Can't play man. Not asking you to. B tackle, C zone, C press. B to D play rec. I'm gonna add him. I'm gonna add Kyle Slay. How many players do we have right now? We got 15. Let me add about 5 more, just in general. I'm gonna look. We don't need a running back, but we could. I mean, we could use a fullback that's gonna go undrafted because they always project them to go undrafted. What fullback is worth it this year? What fullback comes in and gets himself a contract? 4.95. Jeez. That's that deep offensive and defensive lineman speed. Nah, no trucking, not on the impact. I don't see anything I like there. Nick Jackson at fullback. What do you got? I based on your top three, I don't know, man. Apparently 4.78 speed is great for fullbacks right now. D on the run block, C on the lead block. I don't use a fullback that much, but could I just use one of my tight ends just to be on the field at fullback? I could probably get away with putting a tight end there, especially on goal line, putting an extra offensive. I can get away with without using a fullback. I could. I think I can very much get away without using a fullback. But hello, Amir Bowen. D on the run block, B on the impact, can't truck. How are you 250 but you can't truck anybody? Majority of the people that you would be running, some of the linebackers like 230 pounds, you should truck them. Tony Bryant, what you got? Not the fastest. B on the impact, A to C on the run block, A to C on the pass block, D on the lead block. I think we'll go out of fullback. And if we really need one, we'll move somebody around. Right? I need to look at tackles. Some of the most important positions on the field. Offensive linemen. And now the crazy thing about all this, nobody really uses fullback anymore. It sucks because I feel like that position should end up making a comeback with the way the league's gonna go soon. It might, or at least tight ends are gonna be the ones doing it. Kyle Whitney. I still don't know where to go at like my first pick. Like we might even trade back a little bit to try and get some more picks here. We'll see what happens. What are we looking at, Kyle? What you got? A, run block finesse. B, pass block finesse. Your power might be able to use some help here, but so you're more of a finesse guy, so you can do the blocking. It's just the power. Where's your impact? Where's your impact? A on the impact. Okay, so you're not gonna get blown off the ball. I'll take it. Tackle might be one where I pretty much can come back later and just look at it. I don't have to add anybody. I can kind of just look. Because that's interesting. This one's interesting. Telvin Underwood is also interesting. And as far as left tackles go, there's really Shamir Ballard and I don't know. I mean, we're only gonna look at this one more time when it comes to adding players. Now we've hit 20. This most recent mock draft says we are gonna pick. Well, hang on. Let me look at. I want to go from the beginning really quick. Quarterback, corner, defensive end. Where's the second quarterback now? The first one is going to go to the Rams. Where's that second one going now? He's dropped. He's dropped. Hold on. He drops to 20. He dropped. So to the Vikings. I don't know if we make that jump, but we'll see. They're saying we should draft. No, I didn't even look at this guy. He's not even on my board. He's not even on the board for us. No. So right now we got pick 26. That's our pick. No idea where we're gonna go with the pick. No earthly idea. But not him. Not this guy. Does not fit our scheme for what we're trying to do. I mean, don't get me wrong. A pursuit, A play rec, A attack like that. Like he's a power rusher. He'd be playing defensive end. This is Khalil, like we would have done with Khalil Mack. C to F injury. I'm not 100% against it, but that's somebody for later. And the way you see the mock draft is pretty much kind of how this draft might go up until our pick. Because once we pick, oh yeah, we're screwing everybody else's drafts up. We're going to screw everybody else's draft up, and I can't wait for it. Okay, so back to the free agency. Is there anybody else left? I think it's just Jameis that needed to sign with us. Yeah, just Jameis and nobody else is interested in him. Let's take a quick look. Who else has signed somewhere? What other big names? Montez Sweat went to the Lions. We just beat the Lions in the playoffs, and you go there? You go there. Okay? Tyron Smith goes to the Titans. So the Cowboys lost their best left tackle. We might be able to get some. Might be able to get something against them real quick. So Micah Hyde to the Eagles. Kendall Fuller goes to the Falcons. I'm not against this move in real life. If he's playing good, go ahead. Go ahead. Noah Fant went to the Lions. Leonard Williams goes to the Cardinals. Jordan Brooks there. Odell goes back to New York, but he goes across the street to the Jets. Excuse me. Darnell Mooney goes to the Falcons. Avonte Maddox to the Jets. Josie Jewell to the Texans. Curtis Samuel goes to the Lions. We've let 2 players go. They both went to the Lions. Where did Cody Barton go now? That's my concern. Where's our third player? Where's he go? Devin White goes to the Vikings. Lloyd Cushenberry ends up going to the Titans. Cesar Ruiz leaves the Saints, goes to the Raiders. Baker Mayfield goes to the Titans. Trey Flowers goes to the Eagles. Okay, yeah, he's not showing up. Where'd you go? Where are you at? There's no way you did not sign. Nobody's interested in Cody Barton. Damn. That sucks. Okay. That sucks. As for us, Mack, Mosley, Fuller, Wynn, McGovern, Okwuegbunam, and Barr. We've gotten a good amount of players in free agency. Never would have thought I'd be signing any of these players, and never would have crossed my mind on some of them, but I can definitely see this working out. We might change some numbers here. That might be the only thing we change. That'll happen for right after the draft is when we'll start changing all of our numbers, seeing who looks good. Are there any other available free agents we should probably go after? Let's take ourselves a quick little look. Bobby Wagner's still there, but he's got 3 teams interested in him. DeAndre Swift, that's probably the Eagles going to grab him back. Well, let me go look at who's interested in trying to come here. Let's go by that. Marcus Peters is still interested. Richie James is interested. Did say we need a receiver. Did say we need to look at receiver. Let me look at Richie James. So I'm probably going to look at receivers here really quick. 90 speed, 78 catching, 72 in traffic. A lot of your catches are going to be in traffic. 68 release. I don't know, Richie. We're going to look at the rest of the receivers and see. Tyler Boyd left the Bengals? Wow. Nah, let's go by overall. That's the way this is gonna have to go. Chase Claypool. Can he not do the celebrations he did in Pittsburgh that cost him the game? 6'4", 238 jump ball machine. Big physical receiver that might be able to catch something. I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about Chase Claypool here, but I don't want to give him. He wants 23. He wants a 3-year deal out of this. I don't know about all that, man. We'll have to see. Still 23 mil. Yee. Talking like me and Eli. That's going to drop us to 15. I'm going to drop this just a little bit. Just a little bit. Because nobody else is interested in trying to grab Chase Young. Right? Nobody is. It's just us. So we're looking at 2 players to still try to come in free agency. Is there anything else that we should go look at? Let me look at right tackles. We got a mentor in Eric Fisher. Not interested in coming here though. Darian Kennard. I don't think he has the skill set that we're looking for in tackles. He is 24, but he can't pass block. He cannot pass block at all. Power rushers, maybe. That's a very weak maybe, but When majority of the speed rushers, they'll run right by him. Don't ask me why he's wearing 29. He joined the team late. That's the number he got. Guards. Trey Turner, usually hurt. Oh yeah, that's a no. I just looked. I was not bringing that guy in. Solomon Kinley. That was a 69. Nope. Never mind. Nope. If you can't block, I'm not even gonna waste the time. Nah, I can't look at you. Now Trey Turner. But the thing that drives me away is this: that 66 injury. He won't be healthy enough for this team. And especially on our turf. Our turf sucks. You get hurt on this turf. Lauren Duvernay Tardif. No, he's a 65. Power is his weakness, and on the interior, power can't be a weakness. Gabe Jackson. Man, it's almost like name value is what's getting pulled now, like going after their name. But Gabe Jackson, not terrible. Pass block finesse. Other than that, a decent offensive lineman for 33 years old and probably a 1-year deal. Yeah, 82 impact, 78 awareness. Could stay relatively healthy. He could be a backup. I could see this and mentor. But before I do that, I want to make sure I don't sign like multiple mentors, same position. He might be one where I just be like, okay, let me take a quick look. Because he's supposed to be a future starter. Yeah. I'll bring him in just to mainly be a backup. And see what we got there. And that'll probably be one of the last free agent signings, unless it's like, hey, this is something that's kind of like just one last thing. Save the money for after the preseason. Yeah, I can see that. 16 mil, I can see that. We can see what we can get later. So, no more free agent signings for now. Well, hang on. We do need to do this really quick. We need to see if we get our players. So, targeted. Are you guys coming? Chase Claypool decided he wants to come here. Jameis Winston is still on that BS of, I know I can find better offer. Okay. I'm going to eval you one more time, bro. Come on. Good man. Good man. No. Hell no. 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 Get that off. Get that off. No. You can change your number one more time because you're not wearing the number you wore in Tampa, and I'm not going to give you the number of the Saints because we don't have that one available. But I'll give you 4. Chase Claypool comes in at 10. So that's our free agent class. We're walking away with $17.5 million to get ready for the draft and whatever comes after. Now it's pure prospects now. It's pure draft talent. Who is ready to make their dreams come true? This is a pretty good draft class. This is a really good one. Khalil Mack and CJ Mosley headed off. Chase Claypool comes in to try and be a number 3 or 4 receiver that can go up and get the ball. Kyle Fuller's coming in to replace his brother Kendall. Isaiah Wynn's coming in to be a starter, as well as McGovern. Okwuegbunam's coming in to make some plays. He didn't get that chance too much in Denver. Anthony Barr coming in to be a mentor, and Jameis Winston coming in for a backup, and maybe he can revitalize his career. So that's what we're going with there. Okay, one more skip, and it will be the final section of free agency, which we're no longer going to do. And we're just going to see what can we do for the draft at the very end here. And the last thing we might look at for free agency is seeing who all went where. What did you mean FA? Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't recall what I said, but that's it for free agency or FA. The draft is what I meant to talk about next. I've been making simple mistakes. Let's see what we got. Did I say our draft class? I meant free agency class. I feel like anybody else that we want to add, we can definitely go and we can look at in the draft. Like if somebody gets pulled, it's like, okay, at least we have this ready. We have this ready. Like tight ends might not be the move right now. But the middle linebacker here, I'm truly interested in this guy. The name is what caught my attention, if I'm honest with you. Then the size, I was like, all right, you don't got to be too big for this. But it's the skill set of the A's in block shedding and play rec, be on the tackle and pursuit. Plus, whoever gets behind these guys is gonna sit for a year. So our first pick is 26. I like to do this whenever I played on my own. I like to just go down around where our pick would be and just see who's supposed to be around there if the draft goes person per person per person, which it shouldn't do. Should be a beast. I hope so. I hope so. Our first pick's probably going to be one of these second round guys. Oh, I forgot they are working. Let's see. That's something else I'll look at. Late draft pick receivers, because somebody who's gonna want to make that team, who's gonna come in with a chip on their shoulder and say, "I'm here to make the." Not you, not you. You have Fs in all forms of catching. Not you. We'll come back. Isaiah Spence, Will Banks. Ricky Barlow, another big receiver here. Apparently, Kansas City needs this guy bad. You see that? They're on the board twice for him. Not fast. He's big. I didn't like when you hit a certain size. I don't expect you to be fast. Season the catching, be on the release, so he might be able to get something there. What's his jumping like? He has good jumping. 30, almost a 40-inch vertical. Wow, okay. He avoids the big hits. He'll climb the ladder. He'll fight for every yard. Good body control. Lacks discipline. So what's the avoidable penalties that he would have? Going out of bounds and coming back in. Block us in the back. And he's not that fast. He's definitely... How big is he again? What are we looking at? Like 6'5", 230? Maybe a free agent pickup. But your friend here, Bob Palmer. He has good speed at 4.5. Somewhere in like the high 80s, maybe mid. C on the catching, B release, B spectacular catch. Jumping? Jumping's good, speed's good, change of direction. He's a solid guy for coming in this late in the draft. Come on, Bob. Let's give you a look. Honestly, I don't know where else I want to look in this. And I'm about ready to get this thing started. We'll look to see who else went where in free agency. And then we'll be ready to get this whole draft started. Pat Middlebrooks. What a name. Donald Edmonds. I'll never understand that. Edge rushers that can't shed a block at all. Like F block shedding. But B power moves, B. Like you need block shedding in order to perform some of this stuff. Because you can put them on the ground, but how often are you going to do that? Sometimes I need you to just get off the block itself. But as a pure pass rusher, yeah, I'll take a look at you. There's no way Lance Seawright drops because I see something that looks nice. B block shedding, B power moves, B tackle. Slow down, Sean. Good, solid, good, great. Got some speed on defensive end position. B tackle, B to D. You can get at it, and if I see you, maybe. We'll see what happens. About to grab my notebook in a second, write down what positions we're going to go for as we get ready for the draft. But I'm going to set up for free agency, see what's ready for them. Let's take a look at the free agent recap. All right. Free agency recap. What do we got here? I got the notebook ready. The free agency recaps. We've seen majority, so right now I'm looking to see is there anybody really. Looking to see if there's anybody that no, we see mine. That's a new face or surprising. Bobby Wagner went to Atlanta? I didn't see that one before. Imagine. Bobby Wagner goes to Atlanta. All right. Kareem Hunt went to the Bears. J.K. Dobbins went to the Eagles. Why? And then they picked up DeAndre Swift. Oh, Lord. So they grabbed Swift and Dobbins. All right. Gabe Davis goes to Atlanta. Why do the Eagles have who they have? Taylor Rapp goes to the Texans. Gerald Everett goes to the Panthers. Eagles get Andrew Van Ginkel and Jordan Lewis. I don't see did anything in free agency. Where's the Giants and the Cowboys? Where are they at? We made some moves and the Eagles picked up some people. Where's the Giants and Cowboys? They got Darius Williams. And Bryce Hall. I'm concerned. They didn't make any moves in free agency, which means that they think they're good enough to go win without making any changes. Devin Bush travels across the country and goes to L.A. And they grabbed Jacob Martin. Why? There's the first thing. Keanu Neal. That's the first time I think I've seen the Giants since asking that. Isaiah Simmons stays in New York because he was on the Giants. Now he's on the Jets. Trey Flowers. I remember seeing that one. Hold on. A fullback. Okay. Kiki QT out of Texas Tech. Devin Tompkins. The Eagles made so many different signings. Hold on, there's something for the Giants. Steven Montez. I can't believe they really did this. They picked up both these running backs. Okay, they picked up a backup running back. That's the thing. They signed more of backup players or positions that aren't going to show up as well. The Eagles are about to be the most annoying. The Cowboys are already annoying because they're always good no matter what. Eagles about to be annoying for the rest of this franchise. I can see it now. I saw the Giants pick up a guard. Look at it. 1, 2. Eagles picked up 2 there. Duke Riley still plays in the league. That's nice. Sean Gary went there. Picked up Van Ginkel. That's right. Kendall Fuller went to the Falcons. Like 1, 2, 3. They picked up 3 corners, 1 safety, what is this free agency? What is this? They're just loaded with players already. Got it. They're just loaded with the players that they need. Draft really hasn't changed that much. So they're still gonna say 26. Nope. Now they're saying tight end. I don't know about first round pick tight end. We're definitely gonna see. We're gonna go pick by pick. We're gonna see what position pops up for us. Who all's gonna be available? Okay. I guess we'll get another save here. Since this offseason is going so well. I don't mean that sarcastically. Like it's going really well. And I look at what the Eagles did, and I'm like, why did y'all sign everybody? Let's go get our private workouts in before we get to the draft. What players do we want to know the most about? Well, let's be honest. I want to know about this linebacker. He's going on the board. I kind of want to know about, even though this quarterback's going to be late, I kind of want to know about him, but I think I can wait. I think I can wait to see. Do we go offensive line in the first round? Maybe? Which linebacker is it? I think it's Chad. Yep, Chad. And I might still pick up the quarterback here. I want to know something about one of these safeties. Okay, I'm deciding I'm picking one of the safeties, but which safety? Morris Dixon or Demarius Baker? Which safety should we try to learn the most about between these two? Oh, hold on. Baker's going to go early. Damn. Boy, did they make things interesting this time around. Looking at a draft class blind sucks. I did no planning. Come here, quarterback. Let's see what you got. Wanted to change anything yet, or am I going to have to sim? What do we know about anybody? We're going to end up having to sim one more week to take a look right before the draft, which is it's gonna have us look like while we're drafting. So let's go look at the draft. Let's go do this thing. The final look, and then we're gonna get this started. The most exciting and important part of the entire offseason process. Okay, hang on. We got something on this. On this linebacker now. Now, not that much of a zone coverage guy. We can work on that. We can work on your zone. But that A hit power, that A play rec, that A block shedding, B's on awareness, tackle, pursuit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I might pick him earlier, like way earlier than what he needs to be. Like, it says round 3 to 4. He might be bottom of round 2. I might even trade back to try and get another third round pick and go and pick him in the third and pick somebody else. Callahan, yeah, he's a day 3 guy. We could have gotten that out of that. That's cool. But his entire skill set. The only thing I'm stamina sucks. Okay. B's where I need catching, cool. He can catch. Is he gonna be catching? I don't know. B on the block shed, B on the awareness, the injury, the tackle, A on the hit power, C on the play rec. Hopefully he gets that stamina up. And quarterback, yeah, completely undrafted. So we'll definitely pick him up out of free agency. I'm completely okay with that. But those aren't terrible ratings. I think we can work with that. Those aren't terrible. But I think they could be way better, but they're not terrible. That could be worked with. Okay, here's the scary part. Let's go. Let's jump into this draft. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got here. Start. The NFL draft, year one. This is our first draft class. First time we're really doing this. Let's get it. So Rams, first pick. We're gonna sim each time. We're gonna do this for every pick, so we make sure we don't miss somebody. Because as soon as I skip forward, I'm gonna miss somebody. I know it. Next pick, first pick off the board is Brandon Quinton, so they get their new QB. Cardinals here, Calvin Butler. We're gonna pick a DB, and the Bucks go after a defensive lineman here. Saints get a linebacker and Jamie Shepard. Cornerback goes off the board. Not interested in that. Texans going to get a receiver. Okay. What are the Packers getting? Free safety. Still no receiver help for that quarterback. Kendall Duckworth. He goes way early. Top 5 pick to the top 10 pick to the Patriots. What are the Dolphins going to get? They're going to get Anthony Lake, so he goes in the first. Al Middlebrooks goes from Florida to Chicago. What are the Cardinals getting with that second pick? A defensive end here. So they went corner and defensive end. They stacking up defense. Ben Huntington wants to go from Alabama to the freaking Seahawks. That's a change of place, change of scenery. Michigan State to Indianapolis. He probably drove there. What are the Titans going to pick? Luke Hendricks. We're coming up to the Giants pick. A pretty important pick for us to see how do we need to respond. They pick another linebacker. Well, they get another defensive player here. Giants, what are you picking? A safety. Leslie Watkins. I kind of want to see how Atlanta's going to do here. Favorite team, want to see how they do as the Broncos pick a corner. Atlanta brings in some DT help. Calais Campbell did retire, so I could definitely see them doing that. And there goes John Richardson. Falls all the way to 20. He won't fall to us. That's tough. They did let go of Kirk Cousins. They needed a quarterback. That could be their quarterback of the future there. Nolan Foster goes to the Jets. Coming up to our pick here pretty soon. Kenny Monroe goes to the Jags. The Lions are going to pick up a linebacker here. Another one. I thought Jack Campbell was going to be that answer, but they want to add to it. Kerry Whitmer, another linebacker off the board. The final pick before us is a center. So, I'm just going to review picks here. Now, this is a 2024 draft. I'm not trading out of it entirely. The Rams want to give us their second round pick and a 4th this year. They want to give us the Raiders want to give us a 2025 second, a 24 second, and a 26 4th. I want to get multiple picks this year, so if I don't at least see one pick this year, 49ers want to just trade up a couple spots. Falcons will give us their second. Not interested in the Dolphins pick. Hold on. Colts are willing to give us their second and their third. And their 7th. And that pick is at 45. That's dropping way back, though, from 26. I'm interested, but that's dropping way back from 26 all the way to 45. What is that, 19 spots? We'll come back. We'll come back and look at this. Let's see, is there anybody that's on the board that we should get? I don't think trading back 19 picks is truly worth it. I mean, we got a right tackle on the board that obviously has a favorite star by it. And in terms of some of the 1 to 2 or late round 1 guys, early round 2 guys that are up here, I mean, they're there. I want the draft picks, but I don't think trading back 19 spots is going to help us out at all. Like, I very well might take Kyle Whitney here in the first. It's a chance. So just take the tackle or trade back 19? You're saying yeah and no pretty quickly there. Take the tackle or just trade back 19? That's the question. $19 spots is a lot. I don't think I pulled that trade, if I'm honest. I don't see going after a tight end in the first round. And even if I say, you know what, screw it, I'm gonna grab this guy, I feel like it's too early. Grabbing him in the first round and having him sit for a year would be crazy. I feel like really and truly, grabbing anybody in the first round and having them sit is kind of crazy, but. Tackle. Okay, so now I got both tackles are around 1 talents here on the board. Here's Kyle Whitney out of Alabama. Solid athlete. We also got Brad Whitaker out of Oregon State. Another solid athlete. Check it out quick. Looks like Whitney's the better run blocker. I'm gonna try to look at this in a quick way. Skills. What do we got here? So B to D, B, A, B to D, and we have B, A to C, B, A to C, C. Will a tackle sit? There's a chance a tackle can sit. Yeah, behind. Right now we have a right tackle on the board who's like a 73 overall. The tackle could sit. The tackle could very well start. Right now, this is what we're looking at for tackle, because that's right tackle, that's left tackle. Charles Leno isn't bad, but right tackle could definitely use some help. So now it's just a matter of which one do we want to get. And our right tackles blocks are 69, 75, 67. Oh yeah, we're getting a tackle on the first, and he might get some play time right off the board. I think I get Whitney. I think I get that first. I think I get this guy, Whitney here. Kyle Whitney out of Alabama, 6'6", 306. I think that's who we go with. On that, like it's B to D on the power, B to D on pass blocking in general. More of the run guy. Now that I see that, I gotta look one more time. I want to see. Go to the other tackle. What's the other tackle at? Round 1 and 2. Brad Whitaker. The finesse is kind of all right, but he has B pass blocking overall, B against power. So he's a power tackle versus the agile run tackle that we have right here, who is B pass block finesse, B run block. So this is a run blocking finesse tackle, or we can have a pass blocking power tackle. I'm okay with the pass blocking power tackle, if I'm honest. What do you think? Pass block power or run block finesse? Actually, hang on. Because that's Whitney. Here's Whitaker. Yeah, he's power. He has a better pass block. Kyle Whitney, better on finesse. I think I might take the other tackle. I'm gonna end up taking the other tackle. I can see it now. He did drop 4 ranks over the season. Need pass, yeah. B pass block power, A to C on the finesse, but he's got B pass block. Okay, Brad Whitaker out of Oregon State. Cross the country and come to Washington. Let's see what we get here. We'll know the ratings once the draft ends, but 92 strength, 77 acceleration, 65 jumping, and 64 speed. He's playing tackle. I hope we made the right decision here. I think we did. That's the beauty of it. They don't give us the ratings anymore. But let's see what we got. All right, Bills. On to the rest of the draft here. Bills will take a free safety. 49ers will take a right tackle. That very well could have been one of our guys had we dropped back. That's crazy. They could have drafted who we got right here. And the Ravens, after letting J.K. Dobbins go, pick up a running back in the first round. Cowboys take a corner. Eagles take an offensive guard. And your Super Bowl champions select Jason Stockton, tight end. All right, we're in round two. What do we got here? Del Kidd ends up going. Another guard. Wrong button. There goes Kyle Whitney. So there's the other tackle. So we'll compare tackles with Buccaneers real quick once the draft's over. See what we got here. Eagles. They had the fourth pick in the fourth round to pick a receiver. Okay, keep an eye on that. Eagles still making a lot of moves. There's a run on offensive tackles. I'm glad we got one when we did. For right now, I'm glad we got one when we did. Browns take a DT. And the Packers grab another safety. Receiver for the Patriots. Another right tackle. There's a hard run on right tackles. All right, I'm glad we got who we got. Another left guard. That's Jack Langford. He's gone. Another DT for Seattle. The Colts will select Kendall Love. Titans grab a defensive end. And the Steelers get a free safety. 10 more picks tell us. We got a wide receiver off the board. A defensive end. Saints. Left guard. Mitch Copper goes to the Falcons. So I guess Kyle Pitts might be out. Telvin Spencer, another running back. Wrong button. But since we're here, tight ends had a run. Looking at it, if I'm honest, I might. So here's the thing. I don't know about drafting Lance Seawright. He could sit behind. Khalil Mack. I could definitely see that. And, develop for a year. He's got B block shedding, B power. I'm thinking about it where we get him. We could get Lance Seawright, have him sit, and then we'll get Trevor Broughton in the third round and have him sit. I think that's going to be our move there. So Lance Seawright needs to be able to make it a few more picks. You got to make it 5 picks, man. I need you to make it 5 picks. I could definitely see us getting Lance Seawright, him getting mentored by Khalil Mack. He'll be a great pass rusher. Come on, Lance. Okay, that's a running back. Oh, that scared me. That's a defensive end. I think he'll make it. That's a corner. Another one. Come on, Raiders. You don't need them. You don't need them, Raiders. You don't need them. Okay. The Raiders didn't take them. Before I do anything else, let's take a look at the offers. I mean, why not? Chicago will give us their 3rd and their 4th. I'm not dropping back. What's 26? 32, 26, 58. I'm not dropping back 12 more spots. Y'all all trying to give me future picks. I need something this year, guys. Eagles, nah. I'm not trading with y'all. Nobody wants to give up anything. Well, hang on. Colts. Again, all these later round picks for the Colts. Nope. We're going to get them. We're going to hope this plays out right. So I know what we're going with here. Lance Seawright out of Wisconsin. Come on down. Hidden development, which means he might have star, superstar, or he very well could be an X Factor. 89 strength, 81 speed, 82 acceleration. Not the most agile guy, and he can't jump to save his life, but hey, we don't need you to be doing all that. We need you to go get this QB and stop this run game. Okay. Now, if there is a run on middle linebacker, I ain't even going to say all that. I'm just going to look to see how many linebackers are ahead of him. 1, 2, 3. If I see middle linebackers come out the board, we might trade up to get this guy. I don't want to let him go. So middle linebackers start going off the board, we might make a trade. So let's see what we got here. We got Lance Seawright. If one more middle linebacker gets taken, I'll trade. Because that's... Why? Okay, there's a guard. Cornerback. Free safety. Another guard. I think we're good so far. A defensive tackle. An outside linebacker. There goes Joey Oberg. He goes to the Rams. Wide receiver here. Excuse me. Another guard. Another tight end comes off the board. Another offensive guard. Teams are making their run on these offensive linemen. Another tight end. He goes to the Browns. Packers pick up a corner. Patriots get another tight end. Ty Ridley to the Dolphins. JoJo Hoskins to the Panthers. Ronald Dyson, another safety. Cardinals. Okay, that middle line, second middle linebacker went off the board. I'm gonna see. Can we go make a trade with the Cards? What's it gonna take to get their pick? And where do I need to go to do it? Because they're not making it easy. News, league, where is it at? Why can't I not make a trade? Manage roster. I should be able to do it this way. There we go. Trade center. Trade finder. Cards, where you at? Because y'all's pick's coming up. I might have to grab that pick from you. What do you guys want for the pick? 2025 second. You know what? I'll give you our 2026 second and third, because by that point I think we'll be good, and those picks will fall back. Because giving up a fifth and a seventh this year, I'm gonna be looking. I might even be able to get these picks back later, but I'm gonna go get this linebacker now. That's what I want to do. I want to go get this guy now. You can have 2 of our future picks. Need to get this guy now. Or did it just not go through at all? That if I just got screwed out of my picks, that'd be something crazy. I just asked for your pick. Okay, so hang on a second, because it didn't. So I asked for your pick. You didn't give me your pick. Why didn't you give me your pick? Which means we still have these picks, right? Oh, nah. Hold on. That means we took a different pick from the Cardinals. I'm gonna let that play for a second. Maybe they trade. Maybe the trade goes through, because that'd be something. Oh, hold on. The UI's messed up. It says trade pick away. Okay, we got the pick. Okay. I was about to say. The UI's messed up, and it didn't show. That's something. Okay, let's go get our guy here. Trevor Broughton. Come on down from Louisville. Let's get it. Let's go. Another hidden dev guy. Why is he wearing 92? You know what? We'll let it go. But I feel like we made a great pick here. So far, our first 3 picks, I'm feeling confident in. The next player I want to try and grab, because now we're going to be looking at another 3rd round pick. Let's see if we can get. Oh wow, our board is now nothing but the later round guys, because I didn't think we'd make it this far. In terms of 3rd round picks, who would be available? That's tough. Because they did start picking off a lot of the guys that I wanted. Because we just picked up the last guy that I truly was like, yo, I need to go get this guy. So where do we go now? We got our guys early. Do we go for a corner in the 3rd? Try and add to the fact that some of these other teams, like the Eagles picking up a receiver? Luke Raymond, what's going on with you, man? Okay, while I look at this, I'm gonna let some players get drafted, because our next pick is 26. So I'll be looking up there to see what's there. Hopefully, it doesn't reset every time a draft pick goes. Our next pick is in about 11 slots there. It is going to reset every time. Okay. So we'll make it quick then and just let it go. Wide receiver. In the 3rd. What receiver did we go for in the 3rd? Because we got our day 3 guys here that looked pretty nice. Did we pick up the day 3 guys? Did we just go ahead and reach for them early? Just make sure we get the players that we're looking at? What do you think? Or do we wait here? Got F's. Oh, hold on. What's wrong with this guy? He's probably on the lower end with all his C's. 4'5'2". How tall is he? He's 6'3". C's across the board on a lot of stuff. Okay, juke and kick return, don't really care about. He's probably on the lower end on some of these, but he's gone up 28 spots throughout the season. I don't know about reaching for him in the 3rd, though. Like, right now. See awareness. Decent on the run blocking. A to C on the release. Matt Armstead. I had a Beth Cook. I don't know if he's like... Yeah, that's tough. I got 5 picks to figure this one out. And I can't add him to the board now, so... You just gotta remember him. Got 4 more picks. Do you think we pick the guy that's fallen a little bit and see what happens? Give this guy a chance, see what he can do. I mean, we got like the 3 players that I wanted the most. We were able to get them. So right now, it's okay. What else is out there? And I'm looking at it. If anything, he's a completely raw prospect that has the physical abilities to be able to do some great things. Like, he might be able to do great things. I think I'm gonna give him a shot here. I'm gonna give him a shot. I want to see what happens. Quarterback and the Raiders pick a DT. Before I go and I try to grab that receiver who very well could sit back and fall some more, it's a 2024 3rd round pick. Who's willing to give up draft capital to get up here? Could trade back a couple spots with the 49ers, but that's just swapping picks. Don't care. Oh, hang on. Yeah, I'm not trading with the Eagles. Go with your gut. My gut says let's get him and give him a chance, and we'll see if we can make it work. I'm pretty sure he'll go with something. And the Colts are steady trying to like trade back from like the other round. I'm gonna give him a chance. I'm gonna give this guy a chance. I want to see. He's not gonna be the fastest, I know that, but I want to give him a chance. Let's see what we can get out of this. It's normal dev, 89 speed. 89 speed, that's not even bad. That's 6'3", 89 jumping. Now, I kind of feel like we just did the same thing with Chase Claypool, but I'm very cool with having two big body receivers say, hey, jump up and go get this really quick. When you know, DBs have been knocking everything down, I'm going to give a toss-up really quick. I hope you're good, man. I need you to at least be like 65 and above. I can work with 65 and above. We can work with that. Because then you're easier to develop. Okay, let's go ahead and work our way to our next pick. Let's see what the Cowboys get here. An outside linebacker. Let this play really quick while I go and look at draft board. Because who else do we want to get? Because we're about to hit day 3, which is rounds 4 through 7, so we can actually start looking at some of these guys. Corin Kinley still here. Still has the great throw power. He has great speed. Definitely get out the pocket and go if he needs to. You know what? I'm okay with that. I like that. The accuracy, deep and medium, is the only thing that makes me question. But he also has under pressure really good. So I'm gonna go Kinley. Then I'm gonna go Chad Callahan. That'll be rounds 4 and 5. Then we're gonna come back. We're gonna look at Slay in round 6 to come back to play as a corner. To play as a DB. We're gonna look at Slay or Johnson to play as our DB for round 6. Unless Dixon, is looking really better. But for right now, it's gonna be Kinley, Callahan. Those are the next couple of picks I'm looking at. Okay, let's see if we can get our guys here. Defensive end, a D tackle, a linebacker here, another linebacker, a center, a DT. John Spears finally gets off the board. Another DT. It's heavy on defense right now. Heavy on defense. And I say that and the tight end goes. Another linebacker. There goes a corner. There goes a lineman. Another offensive lineman. Another defensive end for the Giants. Okay. And the Jets will pick up a linebacker. The Falcons get another middle linebacker. Y'all have so many middle linebackers. Stop drafting them. Marcus Little. That's a running back we're probably going to have to not worry about for the next 3 years, as they have 2 good running backs back-to-back now. Jets get another pick. There goes another running back. They're starting to go off the board now. Defensive end. One more pick before ours. No! Dang. There goes Chad Callahan. Oh, man. Okay, so quarterback it is. Chad Callahan was looking real. We'll come back to that one, man. Really? Why? You see what they did? Both players, I was like, we'll get this one and then this one, and they both go. Both of them. Wow. Why, Madden? Why? What? Why? Wow. Madden is on one right now. Madden is on it. Oh my lord. They I don't know. Oh, there went my next two picks. You guys ruined it. Madden ruined it. I didn't even know y'all could do that, but it's upsetting. What else do we do? Don't tell me you're stuck. I feel like now we'd be reaching a little bit more. You know what? Say go with your gut. Essentially I could have reached for them players earlier. What I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna start adding depth. I'm gonna add some depth, and I'm gonna add Morris Dixon to our safety room for depth. I'm gonna come back. I'm still gonna get one of them corners. And I'm gonna add them to depth. We're gonna see what's available each time we pick now, because they took the players I wanted back to back and just outright ruined. I can't say ruined, because those players are they have a chance to not be good. I think I'm gonna go get that QB this round, actually. That's what I'll do. I'll go get the QB. Like, I see nothing wrong with getting a QB in the 5th. That's where Sam Howell came from, right? The linebacker off the board. Ron Weaver finally goes, so Jordan Love's time could be up. Danny Callahan's going to go. Will Banks out of TCU goes. Ricky Winkler. Matthew Loud. Dwayne Archambault. Peter Martin. I can't wait to see how amazing or how horrible the draft class is going to be. I don't know if there's going to be an in-between here. Peter Sims. And then I get to edit all of this, which is going to be the best part. I get to have some fun with that. I just thought I could have played the Madden me that do 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 for the picks. That would have been something. But let's go get our quarterback, our backup, anyways. Because I think that scrambler had a chance to really be the starter there. But I can still make my Walker Texas Ranger stuff happen if this guy pans out to be all right. And I know he's an undrafted guy, but I'm going to give him a chance here. 88 throw power. He's got 75 speed. Probably won't run too much out the pocket if we can make things work. But if those accuracies can be good, then we can make magic right now. We can make something happen. We got 2 more rounds to go. I could have waited on that, but what are the chances that another one of my picks gets taken like super early again, or right in my face by picking somebody else and then he goes? Would have made me cry a little bit. All right, you're good. So. Like the back end of the draft might not be as good as the forefront. Who knows? The forefront might not be as good as the back end. But we're here to make that magic happen. We're here to see what goes on. As we are getting through the 6th round here, after this we have one more round. We might even trade out of the 7th. I don't know. We might just see if we can get Hugh Warner finally goes. Marcus Middlebrooks, another defensive tackle for Atlanta. up on our pick. Let's go see. Let's go see. Let's go see. Big player, what do you got for us? Who's left? Some undrafted guys. We got a receiver. Kyle Slay's undrafted. See, I don't know if I want to draft another undrafted prospect here. Hold on, you got 4.47 speed, though. I see zone coverage. Special teams? In the 6, though? Special teams? Not the strongest guy. Can he press at all? He can press. He's got 4.47 speed, which, I mean, not terribly fast, but he shouldn't be terribly slow either. He might compete for the safety spot, too. So there's Evan Johnson. There's Kyle Slay, who can't play man to save his life if it depended on it. But he's got 4.42 speed. I might still go with Slay here. I'm going to pick Slay. I want to see what happens. 92 speed. 93 acceleration. 83 jumping, so he's not a jumper. But hopefully he won't need to be. Alright. One more round. One more round. One more round. So I don't know where to go now. It's the final pick. Who's our Mr. Irrelevant? Who's our final pick? Zach Barton goes. Well, now we didn't draft a linebacker to go behind Anthony Barr, which sucks. That was the plan. I just wanted that. Maybe we go take a look at some of these outside linebackers that are, their last picks are kind of flying off the board right now. We'll get somebody behind them. Who knows? Our guys might be here for a couple. Those guys might be here for a couple of years. I mean, if they're playing at a high level, we'll keep them as long as they're playing at that high level. Undrafted. Yeah, it's looking like a bunch of undrafted guys now. Now that's what's left. But who looks the best? You got the tide. You got the power. Dante Gamble, 232, 6 foot, speeds solid. How about 5'11" linebacker out of Purdue, Joe Aguirre? No block shedding. No speed. No sir. Tremaine Thompson, Derek Randall. I'm gonna look at a couple more guys. Who has a chance to try and make something happen? I don't know about Thompson. Derek Randall? On the slower side. He'll get blown up by blocks. Linemen are already going to do that. Melvin Barrett drops. Theo Bolden, Drew Long, Sean Carousel, Carlos C. Excuse me, I didn't mean to mess that up. Jaden Campbell, D. Watkins, Juan Baptiste. Look at the right side. What do we got here? No positional fits. Is there a big body safety that can come down? There's no truly big body safety. What should our final pick be? It's a tough part. I don't know who the final pick's gonna be. I mean, I guess how's the tight end room look now? Bunch of undrafted. It's bunch of undrafted people now. So that happens when you get to the end of the draft. You start hitting all them undrafteds, and it's don't know who you want to take now. Running back out of Georgia, final pick. You know what? Because I don't know how much he'll see the field. It's kind of just like some insurance, but I can pick up a running back later. I'm gonna trade out. I'm trading out, and I'll end up finding some people in free agency that we're gonna look for. We're gonna trade out of the 7th round altogether. We'll let somebody else have this pick. Let's see what we can get. Falcons have a decent offer. Colts. Oh, the Texans got 2 next year. Here you go. You can have it. You can have that pick, Texans. And what are y'all gonna do with it? What do y'all do with the pick? You take that tight end. All right. Defensive end. Another QB. Wide receiver. Defensive end, a corner, and your final pick is somebody we'll never know. Somebody else retired after the draft. Hold on. Tywan Jones retires. Yeah, Dolphins drafted a running back, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm out. Fuck him. You got it." Okay. Now I'm not redoing this. I don't care. Let's see. That's the end of year 1. The draft is now complete. Our draft board, our recap, looks like this. Not terrible, could be way worse. From what I can see, this is a good draft. I'll take it. I'll take this. Brad Whitaker was a first-round draft pick. 68 in the pass protection. But we got better pass blocking than what I thought we were going to get out of it. He very well could come in and be a starter, like almost off rip. He's got day 1 starter tag, so he's got a very good chance to probably start here. Lance Seawright, power rushing defensive end. I don't know what his development is, and I can't look right now. That'd be cheating, but we'll see. He might have superstar based on how much XP it's going to take for him to upgrade. But 81 speed, 73 block sheds, 74 power moves, 89 strength. He only has 72 impact block. You would think he'd have more impact block with that strength that he has. But, I mean, might be able to see something here. He's going to be wearing number 92, it looks like. Trevor Broughton, wearing 59. 6'2", 252. He's got day 1 starter. I meant to check to see what Lance Seawright has, see if he had day 1 starter as well, because even if you have it, these guys are probably going to sit for, the only person that's probably going to start is Brad Whitaker, and these two are going to be behind their respective mentors for a season. Looking at 86 speed, 78 block shedding, 76 play rec off rip. This guy very well could be our starter to start off if we didn't get CJ Mosley, but we need his pass blocking to get up there. That's what we're trying to get up. We're going to work on his pass blocking. If we can get that, we'll be just fine. Okay, let's go look at what's shaky in our draft now. And I say shaky because I don't know. Matt Armstead, 6'3", 230. Came in with 89 speed. He's got 76 short route, 81 spectacular, 74 release, 87 agility. he just got to work on some of that route running. Work on some of his route running, and he's good. Even at 89 speed. The 80 injury, he could be better with his injury, but he has future starter tags, so he'll start soon. Morris Dixon, probably our quote unquote worst pick in the draft. No tags, no mentor, no franchise QB. He still has 71 zone coverage. We can still play. He can still play. He's not a thumper. That sucks. As a strong safety, the injury could be way better. Somebody who's going to develop and play a lot of special teams. Jonathan Walker. What are you looking like, man? 81, 80, 76 on his accuracies. Tags, none. Health, healthy. Progression, nothing. Can't break a sag. He'll be running, trying to get somewhere. Where he needs to get up, and his under pressure is very crappy at 69. So, I mean, we'll see. And Kyle Slay, which, as a 68 overall coming out, I'm okay with that for our what was our final pick in the draft. Comes in 92 speed, 72 zone, not too good on the press, but 72 zone coming out, and you were drafting the 6th round. Okay. Now, there's a couple of players I want to go and look at, because why did you take this player in front of me? Kind of like the Raiders here. I believe it was the Raiders, where I know I saw them take somebody. Kinley came out at 69. 69 overall. 70. Hidden dev. Now, the accuracies are not as good, but that under pressure. 93. Break sack. 87 speed. And then I think it was the 5th round. That's why I need to go look at. Nope. I think it was 4th round. I need to go look to see where this guy went. Because he was drafted like right in front of us, and I was upset. Yep, Chad Callahan came in at a 68 overall. He did come in normal. 72 block shed, 84 hit power, 86 speed. He's gonna be good too, man. He's gonna be good. I knew I had the right idea trying to get him. I should have traded up, but I felt confident he would fall. But let's be honest here. Our picks are not terrible. The guys that are like these 3 guys could very well start. Right tackle might start. These guys are going to sit for a year. I want him to develop a little more, come in. He's going to be sitting, but he'll find his way onto the field. I already know it. Quarterback, he's going to fight for that backup role, and very well is going to sit. Dixon's going to be a backup, and the receiver, he could get some play time. He'll be looking for it. But let's go check out our division rivals draft classes. Braylon McLeod. Cowboys, 1st round pick. It's a corner. 79 zone, 92 speed. Oof, okay. They got themselves a good pick first. They doubled down in the secondary with a free safety. Demarius Baker. This man's probably going to be delivering the goods. I want to be able to make that joke. I can still make our joke with Walker in preseason. I hope he plays well. Andrew Blackburn. This is where their picks aren't getting to be as good, but they're definitely still there. They got themselves a pass rusher. He can rush, but playing stand up, I don't know. And he's wearing 21. That's okay. Wait. Did they double down on safety? No. Other safety. Okay. They went strong safety now. 66 overall. Dion Harvey, who, minus probably his playmaking and awareness, is really good. And Ladarius James, another tackle. Please start this guy. I'll let Chase and Max switch sides on that. Okay, most impressive draft probably. The Eagles. Alex Warren was their first pick at guard. They replaced Cam Jurgens, who did give up a couple of sacks to Jonathan Allen. So I can see that, but Not a finesse guy. Jonathan Allen, use your finesse against this guy. Go eat. Chris Peterson, the other receiver. 90 speed, 80 catching. This is a complete receiver. Probably has that day one starter. Yes, he does. So very well is going to be in their slot because they still have two very good receivers. Oh, hold on. They went and got a left guard too? Another hidden dev guy? This guy's not a power guy. You're definitely going to see me flipping our pass rushers or rushing 5, trying to get one-on-ones on these guards. You know, if those guys are their starters, best believe when it's passing downs, I'm sending 5, trying to get a one-on-one. That or everybody's going out wide the entire time. We got to get one-on-ones on these guys. They got a running back who's going to sit. Even though he has day one starter, he's going to end up sitting. Doesn't really have a choice because they have J.K. Dobbins and DeAndre Swift and Rashad Penny and Kenneth Gainwell. They have all them running backs on the roster, and they still went out and, don't get me wrong, they drafted a really good guy who could get healthier. Pat Middlebrooks, Joseph Richardson. Eagles probably had the best draft out of all of us when it comes to just looking at quick ratings. 76 finesse moves. Can't run block, can't shed a block to save his life, but the finesse moves, so when it comes to rushing, he'll be fine. And tight end. Okay, I'm going to level with you for a second. I hate the number change rules. I really do. Oh, I think the draft went really well. I hate the number change rules. I really do. Like, the only positive I see out of it is that you won't have players wearing retired numbers of somebody you think is, like, really well and deserves it. But, man, some of the numbers, like, adding number 0, I think was cool. That was probably it. But allowing nearly anybody to wear just about any number is annoying. Okay, but Leslie Watkins. I think this is a good pick for the Giants. Callum Childress. What a name. Right in. Okay, they might have got themselves a future player here. Nope, a day one player, so he might be starting soon. Marquise Tate. What we're going to do, the final thing I'm going to do is after this, I'm going to go into practice, and I'm going to see how some of these players that we drafted, kind of react. I'm going to put them in, and I just want to see what happens. I'm going to throw some interceptions in practice. I can tell you now, it's what's going to happen. I just want to see how some of these players react to situations or simple plays. And then I'll probably edit this stuff tomorrow and try to get a video out Tuesday. And then we will get season 2 started. Josh Rainey. How big is this guy? 255, playing defensive end. More of a linebacker for them, but if they think he can play down there at 255, they got it. Middle linebacker, 239, Peter Sims. Ole Miss. This is a pretty good linebacker, low-key. 85, 83, 71. Could work on his block shedding, and he's got decent zone coverage for a linebacker already. Needs to work on his play rec and awareness. And their final pick was Hugh Warner. Think he's a pass rusher? Yes, he is. Probably won't get too much play time, but all right. So I think draft class goes Eagles, us, Cowboys, and Giants. Is there any position we need to adjust on our roster really quick? As now we have quarterback, we got running back, which I'll probably pick up one for undrafted free agents. No fullbacks. Receivers, Claypool, there's Diami Brown, Mitchell Tinsley, who was on the team last year. Matt Armstead, who's probably going to pass up Tinsley, maybe. Don't know. See how it happens. Dax Milne, Seth Williams, Brandon Smith. Our tight end room is John Bates, probably going to end up being a starter and on the field the most. Okwuegbunam behind him. Logan Thomas, trying to make the team as a mentor. Cole Turner in his 3rd year. Curtis Hodges, and Armani Rogers, who is still out for another 9 weeks with that injury. Left tackle is Charles Leno and Cornelius Lucas. Isaiah Wynn is our left guard with Chris Paul. Our center is Connor McGovern, Nick Gates, and this is a tight end that got moved to center because of his roster. It makes more sense because he's going to be the long snapper. So that's what's supposed to happen. Sam Cosme goes from tackle to guard to try and shore up on our inside. Ricky Stormberg was a rookie last year, asking him to be able. Both of these guys were rookies, but Braden Daniels can, in my defense, try to use his man, try to do whatever we could, and the amount of sacks that he gave up was ridiculous. Ricky Stormberg was playing center. He's going to play right guard. Can still develop, but we'll see what we get in there. Right tackle, Wiley. Right now has Whitaker, might be backing him up, but in terms, I think Whitaker's going to start. If not, by the beginning of preseason, definitely by the end. Got Chase Young with C. Wright. C. Wright, I'm going to change C. Wright to the other side, if I'm honest with y'all. Like, C. Wright's going behind Khalil Mack. That's what's happening here. He's going behind Khalil Mack. He's getting all that XP from Khalil Mack. So in order to balance that out, I'm going to move one of these defensive ends. Probably be... Who's not a scheme fit? James Smith-Williams. You're going to go to the other side. No, we don't want to restructure. We're just going to go to the other side. Restructuring contracts will come around week 8 because that's when we'll realize, hey, this we need to move you really quick. Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Fedarian Mathis, John Ridgway, Curtis Brooks, who is still shaking up. He'll be ready in time for preseason. And Benning Pote. I'm going to mess your name up horribly. We do need to grab a linebacker to sit behind Anthony Barr. Broughton's going to sit behind C.J. Mosley. We might move DeJohn Harris behind Anthony Barr. And Kalike Hudson and Jamin Davis is over here on the right side. Our cornerback room is Emmanuel Forbes. Second-year player, like slated to be our starter. St. Juice and Fuller. Then we have Kyle Slay, Keith Taylor, Christian Holmes, A.J. Parker, and Arquan Bush. Safeties are Derek Forrest and Dartavius Martin, with Cameron Curl and Morris Dixon. We do not have a kicker. So, what do we need? We need a kicker. We need left outside linebacker. We're going to need some extra linemen. And I want to grab a running back. And then we'll get this started. It'll probably be a few more minutes of going through that. But, well, let's manage the staff really quick. I want to make sure that we get this ready so that we can actually have our players be good. So on the defensive side, we're going to add for Sammy Rios. I want to add something for, where's the linebackers? Yep. Add that for the linebackers. I want to add our linebacking cards here. Standard 4-3. We'll boost play recognition for middle linebackers. I kind of want to do that twice. We'll do that twice. We're going to go to offensive coordinator. That's more on the halfbacks. That's the tight ends, but you know, I think we're gonna add to the vertical threat. That'll be our final thing there. So we're gonna boost up on our defensive coordinator a little bit, help him out a little bit on our offensive coordinator. We've already boosted the actual head coach at LaMarcus Goldamite, the greatest head coach to ever grace this earth. Let's get to week 1. We got training camp. That's going to be something fun. Basically had files ready to go that can be saved to, which is amazing. I'm glad I had this stuff ready. So you just keep it pushing. Manage roster. Free agents. Why are you a free agent? I'm not gonna lie. Fairburn, come here. You're our kicker. Don't even need to question it. You're going to be our kicker this year. Enjoy it. Okay, so let's go look at practice squad eligible, because that's what I want to bring in so far. Halfbacks. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? We got anybody from this year's draft looking for a spot, or is there a name that just pops up and goes, hey, get me? All these guys fit our scheme so far. What are we looking at here? .88 speed, 83 ball carrier vision. Dejon Perryman out of Florida. Keep an eye on that name there. Darren Dotson, what do you have? Rookie out of Maine. What is okay? Hang on. Let me do this. Let me do it this way. Cause I'm between Dotson and Perryman here. They're almost the same player, but Perryman can break tackles. Not as fast, but he'll be the one to break the tackles. And that's if you can catch these guys. You know what? I'll do this. They'll each get some time. I like the both of them, and we'll see who's able to get that. It is preseason after all. Why not? Let's see who makes the most of their opportunity that they're given. Because we know what our running back up top can do. Left outside linebacker. Who else available? Do we bring Jabril Cox back? I might do that. I might bring Jabril Cox back. Let him walk. Nobody picked him up. Sits for a year. It's a 70 overall. You got the future starter tag. That's what we're going to do. We're going to bring Jabril Cox back. We'll bring him back for a year. And then we're going to put a rookie behind him as well. Speed rusher, run stopper, speed rusher, run stopper. Oh, yeah. If I would have drafted Devontae Gamble and he turned out to be a 57, jeez. I'm sorry, Deontay. There was a chance. I was going to draft this guy, too. I'm going to pick him up because I want to see if he can make the team. But I almost drafted him there. That would have been something. Let's go look at some safeties really quick. There's Chuck Clark. Adrian Amos didn't get signed. Okay, that's crazy. Free safeties. Some really big names out here still kicking, still looking for it. I might bring Deron Harmon, move him to strong safety, and he'll be a mentor to help out both our guys there. That's what I'm going to do there. You're going to get brought in. You're going to go play strong safety. I was saying I needed some offensive linemen. How many spots is that? That gives me 3 more spots for linemen. That can be backups and kind of play across the board. I'm going to end up getting rid of like 1 or 2 tight ends. I know that much. So that's something that we're going to do. No one picked up Antonio Gibson either? Wow. Very well could just brought him back. We have a mentor at left tackle. Let's bring in Justin Pugh as a mentor for left guard. I think, yeah. Bring him in for a mentor at left guard. And we might bring in one more guy for a mentor center. If there are any mentor centers, though. Yeah. Oh, wait, hang on. Josh Andrews. Here's a mentor center. Probably not going to play, but we are looking for the experience to give our guys an edge. In terms of adjusting the lineup, this is what we're looking like. Well, I gotta add the rookies in. That's something I'll do really quick. Add a depth chart. We'll make that change really quick. Jameis Winston goes here. Jonathan Walker. We have Dotson up here. Like, that might beat out Kennedy Brooks. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't really want John Bates there, but we'll see what happens. Receiver room. Oh, we still got Chase Claypool, who didn't even like get put into the depth chart yet. Do I put him in front of Diami Brown? You know what? For now, yes. I'm just going to get the basics at the depth chart ready, and we'll see what happens. And Armstead here is going to beat out Milne. You know, I'm going to give Armstead over Tinsley. I'm going to put Milne back here. I can see that low-key, but we'll make the necessary adjustments. Left tackle, left guard. I feel like I grab a left guard, so we're going to go put him up there. Just going to back up. He's also going to go do what Cheeseman should be doing. Good on right guard. We got plenty of players. Right tackle, Whitaker. That's who needs to pop up here. Left end. God damn it, game. Come on. James Smith-Williams will go there. And KJ Henry will be right behind him. Right end. Lil Mack. C right. Do we have another right end that can go over here? Because I want to try and keep you guys on whatever side you're supposed to be on. That's our defensive end. Now, our interior. We need to find who's going to be our guy behind our main two. That's going to be tough. Didn't think about who's going to be the guy behind these guys. We might get a rookie in here that's going to fight for it. Oh, hold on. There's Fedarian Mathis. Hang on. Still, we need to find out who's going to be our two guys behind these two. I feel like, hold on. I think I messed it up. There's someone else or someone else. Yeah, Brooks. Okay. Anthony Barr. Behind Anthony Barr, we'll put Jabril Cox. We don't really have another linebacker that can go there right now, so we'll bring Gamble. That's another guy that we signed to go ahead and put him up here. And Brodden's going to make his way up the depth chart, be behind. There's Davis. We have another linebacker that can go over there. Will probably be Gamble getting in some more reps. Emmanuel Forbes, St. Juice, Fuller, Holmes, Keith Taylor, Kyle Slay. Might beat out Christian Holmes really quick, honestly. We'll see how that goes. Deron Harmon comes up to the safety mark. St. Juice will be replaced by Morris Dixon, as well as Holmes will be replaced by Harmon here. And Fairburn will be our kicker. And I guess our backup punter if he really needs it. Kick returner right now is set to be Dax Milne, but it's probably going to end up being somebody else. But we'll see about that as the preseason goes on. Maybe that could be where he makes the spot. Well, it's punt returner. Well, yeah, we're definitely gonna see what happens here. Our kickoff guy, honestly, I'm gonna give it to Fairburn. Nothing's wrong with Tressway. It's just having the left-footed kicker definitely messed with trying to get an onside kick every now and again. Like I already knew like it was gonna be tough, but he's kicking the complete opposite way that we have majority of our people closest together. Because you have to be 5 and 5, but he's kicking to the side where everybody's spread out and they can't get there. Nobody's beating out for the third down back. Nobody's beating him out for the power back. The Army Browns will be in the slot with Claypool right behind him and Armstead right behind him. Our rushing guys, oh yeah. Let's fix this side. Khalil Mack, Seawright, William Bradley King. Left side is literally just gonna put Chase Young here. One spring training. We can do spring training right now. I'm just setting the depth chart. If you want to do spring training, we can do that right now. I just want to set the depth chart so because I have it set where it won't touch this stuff anymore. So I got to get it set real quick before we get things started. So CJ Mosley becomes our best coverage linebacker. Put Jabril Cox up there. In the slot. Can he press? He can press. He can press a little bit. He can fight for the slot role here. We have no practice squad, so let's do some practice and then we'll do the spring training. The spring training is more just position focus. Practice, I just kind of want to see where everybody's going to be at really quick. And how do y'all look when it comes to... How do they look? How do we think things are going to go? What's this new look team going to be like? Did we make the right decisions in the offseason this year? That's the real testament to did we do the right stuff here. I wonder how many picks are we gonna throw in this little spring practice here. There's Chase Young going ahead and showing off that he's the reason why he should have been re-signed. Maybe we'll be able to get some RPOs this year. That's going to be really tough. And Dotson's going to drop this one. That's Forbes. Great coverage there. There's going to be some passes I really shouldn't throw, but I'm kind of testing to see what can we get away with here. Brown's going to make a play. Something short. Good. Keep it pushing. Oh, first run play. Let's see what we got here. Great blocks, great blocks. We're gonna still have a good running game. Shoring up the offensive line here. What are we looking at? 2, 3. Looks like 3 new starters total on this offensive line, and I think we made the right decision with it. Sam Howell taking a run, makes a man miss. Let's get out of bounds here. The RPO. Probably gonna go out here to McLaurin. Pick up a block. Davis gonna track down McLaurin here. That's some crazy speed. No, we haven't seen make a play right now. CJ Mosley hasn't made a play. And there's the under pressure that happened so much last season. Try to run against this front. Robinson can't fight his way through that. I'm gonna get just a couple more plays in, and I'm gonna do the spring training. There's CJ Mosley dropping back underneath everything. I had to say something, didn't I?
Here we go.
Play action. Get the ball out of the running back. Forbes makes a play.
Let's go.
Chase Young, I just saw him coming off the edge. Haven't seen Khalil Mack make it off that edge, but Charles Leno locking him up. Now that's kind of down the field to Okwegbanom. That's a good catch. Nice holding on to it. I will do this before I go. I know he's probably not going to look good right now. But how does Jonathan Walker at least look coming out? Oh, why did we miss that? That's going to suck at preseason games. Okay, but Walker comes in wearing 16. Short pass. He looked pretty good right there. He looked really good right there. We got pressure coming, but it's a run play. Try to bounce that thing outside, but we ended up going up in. Blitz coming from the left. Might have a one-on-one deep shot to McLaurin. Oh, geez, there's pressure. Just going to end up getting this one away. He's still able to get it out there. He's just getting tackled, so we'll take it. We could minimize pressure. That'd be nice. Good. So, short accuracy is there. He was under pressure, which I see that's what made that one happen. He's also on the run. There's Jonathan Allen making a play. Like, what players do you really want to see try to make something happen really quick? That's the question. Ah, Dotson couldn't get out of there. Okay. There's McLaurin. I like it. I like what I'm seeing right now. I like that. I want to give him a chance there. That's probably, yeah, that's going to get knocked away. Need to float that one right there. He had the DBB. I ain't going to lie. This rookie, I don't like it what I see. Nothing real crazy. What? Okay, he dropped that. That was a great pass.
Here we go.
That was a great pass. This is one of those Hail Mary situations, so this doesn't, I'm not going to count this because that's just a terrible thing to run right there. I'm just seeing what gets called and running it.
Let's go.
But man, that was a great ball. You tell me, he's getting the ball out of here. He's doing something good here. Yep, there's one. There's a pick. Try to get that thing out there. Go ahead and get your picks out the way, man. Try to run a counter. Jonathan Allen says no, and Khalil Mack just disrespects Sam Cosby right there. This is actually really nice. So he's playing above them ratings that they gave him. I couldn't break that tackle. Try to break it. Yeah, he's definitely gonna get this this preseason work. Oh, catch that. Okay, I like what I see. Okay, let's go do some spring training. Let's go do some spring training, because after that, that's when we'll end it. Because then I'm just gonna get some practice in with them and see how they go. But training camp, play mini games to improve your players before the start of the season. Something I haven't done. You know, yeah. He might already be 23, same age as Sam Howell, but he's playing above that rating. But I'm gonna see if we can get gold. I'm gonna do it till I get gold, because I might as well like try to get it. So we gotta try and hit as many targets as possible and get some shots. We're just gonna scroll over here. We do hit one. We do get a catch. That's gonna help us there. I wonder, can we hit 3? 1, 2. Nah, we're not gonna get 3 there. Might try to wait a little bit. 1. Nah, we're not gonna get it. Got a cannon of an arm though. Look at that. Got that thing out there.
Ready? Ready, ready?
Alright, we're gonna hit 2 real quick. Oh yeah, this rookie is playing way above what he's slated at. Oh, he threw it above? Okay. It's over. We got 3 more.
Set up. Hut.
Ah, we're gonna miss one. We're gonna miss one there.
Set. Go.
Can't seem to get that second one. He's finally gonna end up missing the throw here.
Go. Hut, hut.
And we're not gonna get that second one. Ends up throwing it out there. Honestly, I'll take a silver for the rookie. I'm not against that. I'll take a silver. He's got some really good accuracy, and even under pressure in practice, he was hitting. But the thing is, we can't give him a second one, which does suck. So let's go see how our rookie receiver. Where's he at? Where's he at? Matt Armstead. Let's see how he's going to do in a wide receiver battle against a DB. I'm at least shooting for silver. Silver, and I'll leave it alone. All right. We might go for that 500 back there. Nope, hitting 4. Hitting 4. Give it to me. Give it to me. Ah, gotta get that ball out, Hal. Let's go. All right, so gotta wait a little bit. He's gonna need some speed to get it. Get up there. Nah, I need you to jump. You gotta jump for it. Kind of missing here. Kind of missing here. I'll end up restarting in a second. Take that 200. That at least is going to secure us bronze. Got a 4. Might still be able to get silver off of this. Nah, we're not going to get silver. I need Lee to get a silver here. Oh, off the line? Okay. Okay. We got a little speed to him. There's bronze. There we go. Hold on to that ball, man. Hold on to it. Let's see if we can beat him across the field real quick. Give it to me. There's silver. Yeah, hit me with a jump ball. Let's see what we can get here. Came back for it. Just give it to us. Oh, he catches those. Okay. Take our 50 real quick. There's gold. You know what? Take a shot. Let's see what we got. Hey, what? Okay. Over there killing it in the drill. Over there killing it in the drill. And he got a skill point, so he's already gonna get a rank up there. What other players? Here's one. Let's see what we got, Lance. See, right? Let's see what we got, Lance. Come on. Club with it. Get off that. Rip through. Get off that. Bull rush him. Get off that. Rip through. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Get off that. Get off that. Sack him. Okay. A little late there. Get the rip. There we go. Rip through that. Bull him away. Get him off. Get him off. Don't. Come on. Come on. Come on. Get him off. Get off. Get off. Get out the way. Get out the way. Dad, look at this. Come on. You got time. No. I can't. Wow. Just get off that. Get off. Get off. Don't let the lineman come and get you. Get off that. Get out the way. Get out the way. Stop this. Stop this crap. Nah. Rip through that. There you go. There you go. Get your balance. Get your balance. Get off that. Hit stick him. He's got to be a force to be reckoned with if you got 4 people on him just surrounding him. Get off that. Fight through it. Fight through it. We're just going to go past you. We're going to fight through this. There you go. We're hitting some moves. Oh, yeah. Get him off. Get him off. Hit the QB. There you go. So he's got a good bull rush. But he's got bull rush. I'll give him that. Like that might be his go-to is the bull rush. Oh Lord, get up. Yeah, he's got a bull rush. I like it. What other players do we want to try? He's got a bull like that. That's nice. That's a good way to start off. Oh, here's an annoying one because it depends on me and not the thing. Where are you at? Trevor, come in. All right, let's see what we got here. Just gotta make the tackle. Just gotta make the play. That's a good way to start. You can just make these plays. There we go. Like it.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
3 for 3 to start off. Keep going.
Okay, ready. Ready.
Chase him down. Chase him down.
Ready, set.
Oh, he's going to the edge. Go get him. Go get him. Oh, bad angle.
Let's go. Set.
I'll take that. He fell. We'll take it.
Let's go now. Go.
Ah, the stiff arm. Go get him. Go get up and go get him. Go get him. Ah. I got a stiff arm there. Can't do nothing about that. Good. String him out.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Ooh, missed one there. Just missed. He's got makeup speed. He's got some speed to try and make up for if he misses. Something that we can notice. He's got some speed on him.
Ready. Come on. Set. Ready.
I couldn't get there.
Set it. Hot it. On the ready. Ready.
Scored 10,000 more points for silver. Jeez. I'll try it again. I'll try it again.
Ready, break. Set up. Ready up. Check go. Ready, ready. Ready.
Oh, come on. That if you have that much time in the backfield, I'm mad at more at the defensive line at that point.
Ready. Set go.
Come on. I couldn't get his ankles there.
Set. Set up.
What a nah. I ain't even finna play that game. That's just me.
Go. Hut.
Yeah, get on the ground. Allow some yards there. Just get on the ground.
Hut.
You see how this game does? This is why I don't play this one, because this game be pissing me off with this crap.
Go. Let's go. Hut, go. Let's go now. Set.
That, oof. Stiff arms. Ugh. If I can leave, I'll keep it at bronze. I ain't gonna lie. I'm okay with bronze. Or we can just miss that tackle entirely to the point where he makes us look silly.
On the set. Let go.
Get on the ground.
Here we go. Shot. Ready, ready.
And we missed again. Shot a gap. Thought we could get back there. He jogs. We got 30 seconds to get about another couple thousand points.
Ready.
Not if we miss every tackle. I'll give it another try, because that's annoying. Come on.
Ready. Ready. Come on. Set. Hut, hut.
I need you to make that play.
Set up. Set go.
Why does he he just throws them off?
Set. Set up. Go. Ready.
Get off the dummies. Oh my gosh, I hate this one. Anything for the XP though. We're not doing that for the XP though. Cause
Here we go.
2 hours later, I can see it now. Huh?
Go.
I didn't even know we could go negative on this. And he just keeps doing this. Stop. You don't do that in game. You can't stiff arm nobody when we're playing in game. But this poor rookie, you just giving it to. Oh Lord, he juked me out my socks. This poor rookie is just getting the business, man.
Hut, go.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm finna. As soon as I make a play, I'm keeping it that one, no matter what happens. And it didn't even do it. It didn't even let me make the attempt of a
Here we
tackle.
go. Shot.
I hope he doesn't play this bad in game. Say like, jeez.
Ready, ready. On the jump. Hut. Ready. Ready.
It did it again. I hate that. Try to actually make the play. He's just like, I'm just gonna run outside.
Ready. Hut, hut.
I'm pressing the button. Dive at his legs. Something, man. Hit him.
Hut, hut. Ready, set. Set up.
And he gets stiff armed again. He got stiff armed again.
Set up. Ready. On the ready. Set go. Ready. Break. Set go.
He's gonna have to earn it the old-fashioned way. He's gonna have to get it in game. He's getting stiff armed. Oh my. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He's gonna have to earn it in game. He's gotta earn it in game.
Ready up. Ready.
He gotta earn it in game because that is, oh gosh, that drill sucks. Just take the XP, earn it in game. Didn't quite, yeah, whatever. He's gonna have to earn that one in game. Other than that, it's kicker, punter, and then DBs that I'm not 100% confident in. But that's where I'm gonna end things, and we're gonna get it rolling for season 2. Figure out who's what and who's gonna make this team. It's gonna be all 3 preseason games. In the video after, well, it's gonna be the draft and all that. And there's gonna be the 3 preseason games. Funny, we're playing the Browns in week 1 of the preseason. Then we're gonna go play them again in week 1 of the regular season. But our schedule is gonna be Browns, Bears, Cowboys. Wow, we're getting it done early. Falcons, Saints, Ravens, Giants, Eagles, Panthers, Bengals, Cards, Cowboys again. We do have a Monday night football game, okay? So we got Monday night against the Cowboys. That's our only later game. We don't got a Thursday, we do get a Monday, so we get some time. But I'm gonna let things go. I am glad that we were able to get this thing done. And thanks for being here, Dad. I'll see you in a bit, and I'll see y'all in the next one.